Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a beautiful night coming up from the AEL Riverina Cup 2021 City of Wagga with my man at HazDaddySlim.
Yes, Amp. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to week 3 of our, Riverina Cup CSGO tournament. I hope you've enjoyed the past 2 weeks, and I hope you're going to be enjoying tonight's game. It is, of course, the boys at .G's up against WinRAR in our lower finals, best of 3. The winner, of course, to meet Vague 7 in next week's grand final. And at these two sides, they met earlier in round 2, where it was G's picking up the win 16-5 against WinRAR. But if I do believe correctly, that may have been a 5v4 in that game, which does make things a bit more difficult. WinRAR, meanwhile, they were pushed down to the lower bracket round. They made their way through with a 16-2, 16-8 victory over 3-7-3 last week. That is the game that we got to cast. Meanwhile, G's went down to Vague 7 in the upper final, 16-14, 16-12. Gave a good showing, but couldn't quite get the maps their way. And then, of course, what it means, then there were 3 Amp. These 3 teams waiting to try and get themselves the major Riverina Esports Cup trophy, which I believe is very real and definitely does exist, and is something that you should definitely get. I mean, it's the Riverina Cup trophy. I mean, come on, you need the Riverina Cup trophy.
Yes, if you're living in the city of Wagga and you're Riverina competing, of course you're going to be wanting the ultimate dab, because this is a council. You get full approval rights. This is something that's going to go down. They're going to be like, I live in this city and I was an esports athlete. So definitely something to consider.
Esports professional.
That's right.
If that's not a title you don't want, I mean, what are you doing?
Exactly.
What are you doing?
Exactly. So, both teams is coming in, and guys, if you have noticed that this is actually a bandana, obviously for the bandana day. I'm getting my one right now. I'm going to be wearing it for the full week of casting and even on my own stream. This way we show support to supporting youth with cancer, to beat cancer, in the butt, because we really hate cancer. So get your bandana on, and at AEL, at AU Esports League, at all of us, so we know exactly what's going on. And with that being said, both teams is looking to be ready. But before we do that, we have some quick sponsors that we need to shout out. If you can do them really quickly, if it has.
Well, I mean, there's definitely a chance I can. There's a lot of things out there. But I digest. I'm going a bit slow. We have our sponsors, of course, Chatime, which is one of our major boys. They deliver all your delicious iced tea beverages, which you can find basically everywhere under the sun. I mean, look, you can get them either in-store, you can get them on the app as well, get them delivered to your house, have a nice refreshing drink. Make sure you go check them out. Chatime. Predator, one of our newest sponsor boys that have jumped in as of late. They are, of course, all things PC. If you're looking for fantastic gear and a nice setup involved with a whole bunch of just absolutely beautiful pieces of hardware, then Predator are your go-to one there. Make sure you check them out online at predator.com.au. AOC, yes, the AOC monitors. Oh, do you want those Hertz? Do you want those HZs in the high bracket range? Well, have I got something to tell you? They have got some of the better and more beautifully looking monitors for gaming and just in general use that you could possibly want. It's just going to be absolutely fantastic. Make sure you grab yourself an AOC monitor. You can also find them on their website. We have Indomie, the guys, the noodles, the food, the delicious, delicious stuff that you can grab yourself a nice, it's a study snack, it's a gaming snack, it's just good food in general. I mean, who doesn't like noodles? It's quick, it's simple, gets the job done. We love having them as our sponsor. We love eating it as well. So thank you to Indomie. There's fantastic stuff. And finally, Rig. If you want some good old-fashioned gaming headset, sound, all that stuff, Rig are the guys to hit up. I need to go repair myself because it'll be beautiful. Make sure you go check them out, rig.com.au. And Imp, here we go for round 1.
Here we go indeed. As we already have the sponsors ready to go, we are going to have WinRAR on the CT and G's starting on the T. This is a little bit of a stack going to the apartments. As we get that setup, John instantly takes out Logger Dog, and he gets traded. Carl with a flash. Carl Smart dabs a few, but only one he shall get.
His flash not quite hitting up. Does manage to take the one. Left in the 3v3 as the bomb goes down. The retake starting to begin here for Winra. Guns coming through market also there with Kuda, and Guns with a nice shot, and Slad Lonely Duck going to get the trade on the buzzer though, back towards that bench there, and G's, and it's Sham with 2. Finish it off, Guns and Kuda, and it's going to be G's hitting the board first, 1-0. They get the bomb planted, they get the round done, and they've got a bit of extra cash going to this round now.
It's a little bit of a play. It's obviously something that we're looking at. It's a good lineup, especially. That's something that we gotta get into, because that lineup was impressive coming from G. So a nice little bit of fortunate play as we're going to this. Look at the spray on the mat. Carl goes down, and G's is just gonna be trying to take this A. Sad Lonely Duck gets one. Blue Nebula and Lonely Duck, they're just finishing everything off. John with that USP. Lonely Man in that jungle slowly creeps out and takes a kill.
Has managed to find one there, and Loga Dog hits the floor. Still need to find 3 more, and only has that USP available. Making his way slow towards the side, and has managed to pick up the scout. Gets closer and closer to this angle, but it's going to be Nebula holding that one close. The off angle, John was not ready for that one. And G's grabbed their second, convert the pistol. Bit of extra buys, of course, for the few players that did went down. AK's there. And already Rinra with their full bind. You can see Bozza, he's gone straight in for that one. No utility, but he's got the half armor, the AWP out, looking to try and control that mid-region. Meanwhile, it's going to be pretty much rifles to everyone else. Kuda's going to be sticking it with that Deagle. But you can see M4A4s on both Carl and John. Gun's going to be with that M4A1S, as it looks like G's are setting up for what could possibly be a bit of an A hit here.
It's actually quite interesting, because Winra does have the contention. It's a big AWP invest into Bozza early. They really want to come in and just give that power to stop. As the flashes of the smokes are invested, they take guns out instantly. Kuda comes out with a long bang, and Bozza takes another. Right now, they need to take him out, and through that with smoke, he goes down. That is a big kill right there.
That's the AWP out of the picture, and Lonely Duck grabs Carl. And now it's all left on the John. This M4A4, he gets a spray towards Duck, but can't quite finish him off. Now both T's tucked away in the corner here as the bomb continues to tick. John does have the Molotov and grenade at his hand. Problem is, he's not sure where the other player is. He knows one's gone back towards that A main direction. Manages to pick up the AWP, and he could just think about saving here. He doesn't have the kit, or does have the kit available, but he knows how important that AWP could be into oncoming rounds here. And for Winra, the investment does not go their way, and for G's, they're going to pick up a second here. Dilly Dong going to try it up to the AK, and will be able to get away there from Connector. And 3-0 after 3. And nice bit of a bank start to build up here for G's. Winwa, meanwhile, Kuda could possibly force up around here, John. You could possibly call them to possibly do some full binds if they want. A few pistols around them. You can see Kuda's gone for the M4A1S and the MP9 coming out on John. Deagle's on the other players, so this becomes a really big round here, because they drop this all of a sudden 4-0, and you're not looking at too much into the next round, even with that lost bonus. And geez, they're just they're sitting pretty. 5 AKs, full util, full armor, and the TF2 profile picture squad, which I must say I very much like.
Yeah, for a TF2
right now, they're doing what their profile pictures suggest. They're hyped.
Hey, look, they're playing right into your territory. You love your TF2, you stream it all the time. So as we go through this, they take guns out instantly. And here's the problem. They don't have a lot of utilities. Winra has to go in pretty much blind rolling. There is going to be a kill to the corner. Kuda takes one as well. 2 fortunate kills, but Kuda is traded. And Blue Nebula also goes down. So, an interesting little bit of a take. Although drone is super low, the bomb is divided between G's here. So, it depends. Sad Lonely Duck, he picks one on a good angle. He can recover at the same time. They need to play a little bit patient as they regroup up for this A play. They need to definitely disable the AWP that's be coming back into it. There's utilities. I'm not sure why they don't want to be getting the utilities out. Oh, can they do this? Right, this is the interesting part. No, they cannot. So Winra is going to lock down, get that AK over, and try to start their economy right now. And at the same time, geez, they can reinvest into a semi-buy. What I don't understand, is that when they started flashing and smoking, their whole team was divided and they didn't check the corners, which resulted in some disastrous play. So it looks like Yom is going to be having that AK with the Galil by Blue Nebula in order to reduce a little bit of price, and Sean with a late buy. Okay, very interesting.
Yeah, the money's sort of all over the board there. You can see G's, Shan, and Blue Nebula both going very heavy on the investments, and Guns just walked straight out of A main, and G's, well, that buy has gone to absolutely nothing right there. The nade from Bozza is going to get Loga slightly. He just goes running on out with the AWP, and Loga's not ready for that one. His head is taken off. Meanwhile, towards the B apartments, though, Dilly Dong has actually managed to grab one there. And now the re-push in towards this B site. No one's sitting there at the moment, but Carl now towards his short position. 1, 2, looking for a third, and Carl holds it down perfectly. And all of G's fall to the ground, and Winra grab their second. And now you can just see here for G's, they've got money on 3 players, but Nebula, Shan, a bit all over the shop.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what their full playstyle is right now. I feel like on the last one, they didn't need to invest. I mean, they could have bought just almost nothing and give their team a full support this round. So they are going to be on an eco. 2 flashes is something that they can work with. Definitely can contest really hard and fast, especially since here comes the support and here comes a little bit of a play into this, trying to bait something out from Winra, trying to bait out utilities. They are going to give some back. About half of them comes out, but Guns Speed's just getting a little bit of bullets out there. Does push player back at the same time. Oh, Yom, he finds the headshot. Oh. You do not get to jump up and duck on this man.
John with that kill, it has managed to pull another one towards this B side. They're still not sure where they want to hit, and that M4 can't be picked up, but it's a kill into the round. Something to work with here, but that's not going to help though as Nebula goes down, but coming in through the short solo goal is going to grab Guns, and Kuda is there for the trade at least. 3v3. And the bomber's down towards bottom connector. Dilly Dog make his way back towards T spawn. You can see there's 2 players on the side. Jeez. Shan, he almost had that, but falls down. And now, 2v3 situation. The 2 Deagles are out. Dilly Dog does have a flash available, but that's pretty much it, utility-wise. Meanwhile, Bozza trying to hold towards that connector area here. Molotov going towards unders as well. And that's going to keep Lonely Duck out of this fight for the time being. 20 seconds and counting. They need to push into this. Need to get towards the side. Trying to find the angles. He spots the arm. Can't quite land the kill though. And Bozza will finish him off. And the bomb is not down. Well, the bomb is still down. And Lonely Duck, well, he might want to... I mean, he doesn't particularly need to die this round if he doesn't want to. He does have the 6k, but you would have imagined he'd probably want to in that regard. We'll be able to put down the AWP though as he takes out Bozza and gets away with the Deagle, so that's going to be a reinvestment in there from Winra. Bozza does have the cash, but he would have very much liked to keep that one available.
Yeah, it's 4,750 that he just had to rebuy in. Something that, you know, could have prevented. But what I didn't understand is that you both had Deagles. You have no utilities. There was no chance that you were going to be able to win out the long duel. At that area, they should have just went, you know, straight down and try to trade it at the minimum. So they almost get, yeah, pretty much nothing. The last bit, we'll just don't talk about that. Bozza though, first one off the deck, gets that one. So the AWP gets put down on G's. So it's a hefty investment coming in from Logdog. So mid had no control. The smoke was not available at the same time. So Ness was uncontested. He picks out Raw. Can't be doing that against Bozza.
Dilly Dong looking towards that stairs area. The Molotov will go down there from Guns. And Bozza, he's not ready for the underpass. Bushy's head was exposed. Shan grabs the first, but Carl's there for the immediate trade from short. Now they look back towards the B side, and they're guessing this correctly as Guns takes down Dilly Dong. He's out of the picture, and now Sad Lonely Duck will get the trade on Nakuda at least. 3v2, but they're having to push into this side. And now it's all left on to Sad Lonely Duck. Guns looking for another kill here, seeking around the smoke, and he grabs another. 3 in the round for Guns. Winra, they lost the opening 3, but they have responded with 4 on the trot. And geez, well, they've just sort of lost their momentum here, Imp.
Yeah, after having 3 very solid rounds, their economy is kind of in tatters. They haven't really got the greatest execution out there, so it feels like communication was pretty much laxing on that stage. Not enough support was given to mid, so losing that early mid and having to recommit and getting traded is definitely not something that they wanted to be competing against. Meanwhile, Guns taking out some really big kills, getting 2 right now with Carl along. They shut this one down. It's going to spot another one. Nice and easy. The bomb gets dropped like catwalk. So this round is pretty much just going to be over. As they finish off Carl, it is still really hard for them to even push out.
Oh, Deagle's no utility. It's always going to be hard if you're trying to take these mid fights, and Guns grabs another. 7 kills in the space of 2 rounds. He now sits atop of everyone with 10. As Winra 5-3. As the rebuy going to be coming in from G. You can see Wagga Dog again going for that AWP investment. Hasn't been able to put it to much use so far. And it's always a bit of a struggle on Mirage T-size as well to get yourself going with that AWP. You're going to see Bozza having a lot more success there. With that AWP on the CT, so they're making a lot of noise towards Palace. Kuda gonna throw that Molotov, and he's seeing already Sham popping up there. Logger has managed to grab guns, and that was through the smoke as well as he tried to pop up through stairs. Kuda, oh, Billy Dong rushing on out, and that's the bomb, so they have to commit to this now if they want to get in towards the side, but they need to find these kills. Logger spamming towards stairs, swings on out, and actually grabs another, looking for a third here. The Molotov will push him back, and John with the trade back on Nebula, and oh, the AWP shot! How did that miss? I have absolutely no idea. Oh, that's like the Fnatic game from 2014. Bloody fly.
Oh, no.
He was right on him, and it went straight through, but still Winra hold the advantage here. And Logger, he's found 2 kills this round, but he's got to find more. With only 14 HP, they know the general vicinity where he's at. He's trying to go the rotate now back towards mid. It's a long trek there, and if they hear him as well, it could spell disaster. And Bowles is already watching the angle. He's aware of what might be happening. Doesn't quite hit the shot, though, but his location is now revealed. And everyone looking towards this. The flash being set up from Carl as well. The smoke and the flash just to keep everything held down on Logo. I mean, 20 seconds. He's still trying to sort of commit to this as Carl jumping around the corner. You might want to pull your gun out. Oh, Logo, he's making noise. They sort of know where he is. He grabs another, but he's running towards them. 7 seconds and counting. You shouldn't be trying to save. He will be tucked away, though, and Bozza doesn't want to contest towards CT. And Winra, they pick up their 6th. Got a bit dicey towards there at the end, but 6 on the trot. Logger will be at least able to save that AWP across, and G's will be able to full buy into this one with that loss by bonus.
That was pretty funny. Winra had the perfect setup. They get the flash, they get every utility out, but they just couldn't swing to disable him. So the AWP gets carried out. He gets some nice little bit of exits. It's nice, but obviously the objective here and the round win is to Winra. 6-3 as Shand. He's trying to contest Nest here. Not going to be getting a successful shot. Meanwhile, it is still a very big split play here. I like how G's is trying to push his mid position and trying to get a little bit of a control. But it's the execution and the amount of investment coming in from Winra that's keeping them in check. Bozza without AWP still has a lot of utilities. And, oh man. Okay, they are going to come out. There is the trade. Shang is going to go down. It means that Jeez gets a little bit of priority. And he's able to just aim down at the whole crossfire and disable that long play. Very important shot. Takes down Bozza. This is starting to look good.
Oh! Logger with another big kill there on the AWP, and now it's all left to Carl and John. He's going to find 1-2, Carl, and that's the AWP out of the picture as well. And Yom Dilly Dong is going to be sitting on some very low health here, popping up though from that back spot. He's looking for 1, looking for 2. Doesn't matter, he's got 22 health. He's going to finish them all off, and geez, they find their 4th. It took them having to lose 6 in a row, but they finally bounced back there. The buy will be able to come in, and even with all those rounds won there for Winra, Amp, their buy is not going to be incredible for all of their players here.
Yeah, like, it's not going to be that way because they had the difference. Oh, wait a second. Shang's just instantly going to take out Bozza. That is the one you want to take out in this round. So as they go into this MVP, gets picked up again. And geez, even through the tiny little gap, they are just going to fall to Guns. And Guns is going to keep emptying this. That's the whole point of this connector smoke. You can't be jumping this in without chucking something in. Alright, so Carl gets put down. That goes from behind. They steal the trade. They secure this side. But the bomb is not there just yet, so they are gonna have to go pick up, and now it's just Guns 1 on 3. Lots of soft players. He just needs a good entry.
The bomb goes down. Guns is gonna find that first one there. Dilly's gonna be careful, but Guns is not checking the push in towards market. And G's are responding nicely here. 2 on the trot. As well, Dilly, I don't know if that was me or I don't know if it was the server. Dilly was very much lagging, and he's even asking, what is this lag? That is a good question. You might want to kickstart your router there, Dilly. You're running into a few problems as this round gets underway, and Winra, not only the pistols available. If you're rushing out towards mid there, spotted by Shan. This is going to hold back on that angle. And you can see all the Winra boys just getting very aggressive towards these different areas.
Oh, okay, so, Yom so dangerously close. Gets everything in. They secure this side, they take another kill, Guns goes down. And that's pretty much going to be it. This round is pretty much opened up. John's going to come back from spawn. Gonna have to push through all these utilities. And never mind, him and Bozza takes 1 each, which is huge at the second. Bozza, nice little bit of a pickup. Gets the AK, spots 1. No utility to really play. He says, well, I've completed my mission. I will take this AK. Meanwhile, John tried his best to try to get one as well. And he's going to get nothing. So, Jeez is going to tie this one up. 6 apiece. It is close. It is far. But, like, it is just so interesting to see both teams coming back and forth with different strat. This one, it was an eco coming from WinRub, and you can see G's realizing the potential in economy gap. They really pushed that advantage. So this is a good thing, and we have ourselves a beautiful match.
This 6-6 piece here right now. WinRub down 3-0 early. G's off to a fantastic start. WinRub responded with 6 on the trot, and now G's with 3 in a row themselves. And ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you this right now, we currently have better sound quality than the PGL Major. I highly recommend going and seeing what's going on there right now, because it is, yeah, well, 70,000 people watching and you can't get good audio going through. That's a bit of a head scratcher, but hey, we're not PGL, we're AEL.
That's right.
Much better. It starts with A, so clearly they're more superior. As the bomb's starting to push in towards the B apartments at the moment. Dillydon going there. And he gets that dual fight win with John. And now there's a lot of pressure here on Carl as he tries to get a bit closer back towards Van. He's got to be careful if he wants to peek this. In fact, he's tucked to the right side. I don't think Nebula's going to spot this. And he will be able to get that. And the location will be revealed. But Dilly took so much damage from that previous fight with John. He goes down. The rest of the boys here for G's making their way up short, but the bomber's down. The CTs are already towards this position. They do have a bit of utility to get him with flashes. Logger goes for a dry peek and almost pays for it with his life. He's only on the 9 HP. As Lonely Duck and Shan starting to make their way through CT spawn now. But you can already see Kuda's tucked into market. Guns, he can definitely get that one close in. If they don't check this angle, it's going to be really bad. But they see the M4 poking out, and Kuda goes down. And all of a sudden, the way to work back in, but Bozza and Guns immediately shut it down. And now it is all left onto Logger Dog. Got to find 3 with limited HP. He's got 2 flashes, but what can he realistically do with those here? 13, 12. If he wants to save, now is the time to start running, but he's already pretty much booked in towards this position. Bozza shuts him down, and Rinra, they find their 7th.
Oh, man. Gotta give it to G's, right? They could have saved. They said, nah, we're just going to keep competing until we get it through. It was a nice little bit of interesting round. They are able to rebuy in. So, it's just interesting how this whole round is shaping up, and they are going to play and contest this mid, and they're going to win it for the first time in a long time. They take down Bozza, which is already good news for them. They need to be able to go forward, so connector play comes into mind. They do take it, Nice and easy, and now they have a complete split up on the map.
And complete domination, 3 quick kills. The A side is blasted open, and Carl and John can do absolutely nothing about it. The bomb will go down. Carl might find Logger towards top mid here, and he will take him down. So that's the AWP at least, and Carl might look to try and save that if he isn't picked up trying to cross from connector. He's already starting to go from there. Dilly Dong's going to take down John. And Carl in a 1v4. Flash there. He's going to pick up one at least, looking for a second, finds that, and he knows where a third might be. The spray doesn't go through though. Lonely Duck takes him down. And 7 apiece. And I know that we've got this stream right now, but oh my lord, I don't know what is happening at the PGL one right now.
Are they scuffed?
Audio, it is like scratching.
You know, when they don't know how to broadcast, not like the good old AEL fashion.
No, they're good. Well, I can tell you this right now, they've got none of the players in. There's G, Shan, and Logger. Oh, just like that. Logger with 2. He's finding himself going with the AWP as Lonely Duck picks up another. Man, well, that's one way to end the half.
Oh,
Too busy talking about the PGL major, and we look away for 5 seconds, and bang, just like that, G shut it down. And they will take a slim 1-round advantage into the second half of Mirage. But, the radar isn't working. There is no... All the player symbols just say PGL pitches. And there are no... the top bits where you have the names, usually you have the logos. They don't have those.
Anyways...
It's like the default stuff.
Yeah, the default stuff. Anyway, so as we get back into our game, the one that we're supposed to be casting still has... Oh my god.
Oh, we are.
Alright, so as we go into this, here we go. Blue Nebula. He's going to be seeing all the team jumping down. He gets tagged up. There's 2 kills going to go down. 3! And that's going to be everyone dropped on the side of Winrod. And Jeez takes the pistol round nice and cleanly.
Man, well, that is definitely one way to start your CT side. Jeez, and Logger Dog with a huge 3k. And Winrod did not even get a look into that round at all. They get nothing out of it. No bomb plant, no kills. She all falls down. And now, looking at this is where we go into this second Winrod. They're just going straight. Oh, it's going to be a push. It's going to be a waterfall out of apartments, and they're not finding much. The waterfall is falling flat, and Dilly Dog. A 4k with the famous look. Sometimes that'll work. Sometimes. That instance for Winrod didn't quite go to plan, I would say.
They were like lemons. They literally, like, it felt like they were playing that game back onto the PC or Mac back in the days. I don't know, but lemmings is exactly what they were doing. They all flew out. They all tried their best to get an objective, and they all got put down. So they're going to have the guns now. It is not a complete buy. It is all that they're going to be able to get. Jeez, convert this. The next round is going to be absolutely rough for them. There is going to be a little bit of a spotty, and the confrontation comes through. So, Sad Little Duck goes down. And the contesting, they are trying to open one up, but the jump fail is still going to work for them. That's still fine. They did pick up Logger Dog. And so, Sean coming in, sees all this. He's not going to be able to convert because of the molly.
Bueller's going to pick up Boz. Dilly Dong shuts down Carl, and Winrod is not able to find kills at the moment. I say that, and Guns finds 2 just like that. Sham with the trade back on the John, though. Now it's left in the 2v1 situation. Guns, Kuda sitting on very low HP, but they will get the bomb planted. They'll have the opportunity to get towards different sites here. And Shan doesn't have any utility. If he walks through this smoke, he's going to have a chance to probably run into Guns there on the other side. Tucked himself in towards CT. Kuda holds back towards main. The AK picked up from Shan. That noise drop can reveal that he's getting close to the side. The bomb continues to tick. He doesn't have a kit either, so he needs to find his kills once. The first looking for a second. If he spots the one, he gets him! Guns goes down, and he should have enough time for the defuse. Shan puts it away. Picked up the kit while he was doing all that as well. And geez, what a start to this CT side. 3 on the trot, and they've opened up a 4-round buffer.
Wira, ever since they switched, they were just not able to get what they needed. So this is kind of rough looking at it. They are, yeah, they're going to give up that bonus. So as they come into this round, they are going to be investing in a little bit of AKs, a scouting here, so utilities to contest. I'm not sure if I fully agree with this contestment power because they're picking raw blind. They do get Logadog down quite a lot. And now it's very important they need to take down Sean. Sean takes one with that org and he takes down two. That is two of your main power that's going down. Meanwhile, they try to go into your blind without any utilities left. I'm not liking the chances, especially since there's so much that's just going to be pushing you. And yeah, pretty much you're just done. Kuda also goes down. 5 rounds now, and G's is starting to look better and better.
Yeah, they're just rolling away in this second half at the moment. The timeout is going to be called here from WinRAR, and they really needed it. They've already dropped 4 on the trot to start this second half, and they just need to have a chat about what they want to do. They have the money for a few of their players to full buy here. The problem is, I mean, you look at... So, Guns, John and Bozza can technically buy into this. The problem is, you'd imagine it wouldn't be the full stuff, and you can see the deagles are coming out. So they're going to stick with just pistols into this one. Try and get that out. Maybe find a few picks here and there. Another timeout called here as well. So they've already used 2 just in this span, trying to talk things over, let this run for as long as possible. And you can see, geez, I mean, they've got the buy coming in. The thing is, again, and we've seen this with both teams when they've got off to these good runs, the cash isn't particularly there. So if they were to drop around here, all of a sudden, the reinvestment isn't really going to be huge. They might have to stick to go for that gamble half buy, or they go for just that pistol buy. And all of a sudden, WinRAR, they find themselves an opportunity just to roll back into this second half. But they need to find that first round here, and geez, looking like they might be able to pick up their 13th if they can beat out these pistols.
If they do,
start into this one.
If they really do, they need to absolutely flex this round and take some. Wow, that molly was. Let's just say that molly, we forgot about it already. It didn't really fall to the right place. As they jump up, the read is going to be okay. John is already in position. Meanwhile, the stack is going to come through. Although I like the position that they're going through. There is the smoke utilities to contest. The flash is going to buy some more time on the side of G's to just scout out a little bit more info. So, Blue Nebula goes down. They know exactly what's going on. 3 players make it through. 4 players make it through. They need to take this kill. Yes, they do. So, they have secured this site with nothing but the Eagles. No utilities. Bozza goes down. And here comes the... Oh my god. Yom with a little bit of a play here. The tap does come through. The love taps on that one, yeah, he's just going to be able to go for the retake nice and easy. Carl with the AK. In that smoke, 6 health is all he's got, and 6 health is all he's going to be getting until he gets pulled down. 13-7, it is quite easily around 4 Gs. And on a Eco, you get the plan. You take 3 kills. It is impressive. This is the round that you must shut them down. You need to shut them round after round. Otherwise, lose this one. The next one, yes, you're able to buy. But then it is 14-7. Utility is not going to be looking as dry and high. Something to be considering about.
Jeez, looking to try and find their 14th round and their 6th in this second half. WinRAR, a decent round from what we saw there. I mean, with just the Deagles, they almost got that one through, and now they have the full buy available. They've got some decent backup money as well for next if they do need that. It's the push starting to come in towards this A site. The setup begins, and it's going to have to be locked and loaded, trying to find these angles. Dolly Dong throws out that flash. It grabs so many players. One, the spray doesn't quite connect on the John. He runs out of bullets, and John puts him down. 4v4, pushing the towards the site. Still going on here. The bomb has been planted yet. Lonely Duck, though, goes down towards stairs. Logadog, though, with this orb close. He's got one from CT. Is Blue Nebula. He grabs Carl, and now it's left on Nakuda and Gun 77. Nakuda with 2 huge kills. And now it's all left on the Shan. He is on this rotate around, and I think he might have just heard one towards that A main position. I don't think Kuda's going to be ready for him to be poking out this position. The problem is both of the T players are tucked away, and he's ready to go around the smoke, and Kuda takes him down. Shan falls, and WinRAR, they finally get on the board to start this second half. 8 to 13.
Finally they pull one back after the switch. This is something that they've been looking for quite a while. It is a good take. They had the stack through. Execution was pretty good. A few misses in place, but there's gonna be a big boy coming up on the side of G's. And oh my goodness, that was just a scene right there. First shot at the end is gonna miss, and John is gonna take that kill. Disables one. And of course, Shang's going to be the one to pick up that org. He's just going to be rolling this through with economy. And meanwhile, Yon pushes forward. He is going to be spotting all of this. Does he know? He's going to be pushed right here by more than one player, but it doesn't matter. He's going to get the one. At the same time, there is a lot of contesting. And geez, he's falling one after the next.
That's that M4 92 tag headshot that you just have to love. Nebula's managed to grab on the negative, but John puts down Shan, and now it's all left onto the negative span here from Nebula. And Guns is having none of that. As Winrar, they'll grab their 9th here. Starting to build up a bit of bank, and you can see that that's what happened with G's. They have been winning pretty much all of this half. But then you'll drop the round there. Your cash isn't really as great as you would have wanted it to be. And you can see once again the pistols out for the entirety of the CT side. Winrar the full buy once again as they look to sort of head towards, well, I wasn't going to say towards the A side, but they have now reconsidered. It looks like they possibly could be trying to do something around the B area. John leading the way with his AWP in towards apartments here. And Logan Dog, oh, this all comes down to time. He's managed to grab one, but now he's being jumped on by every single team player. Kuda will get him back. But now they know they're heading towards this B side. The problem is there's not really enough players there at the moment. The distraction from Guns is too late to pull any of the CT players away. Lonely Duck, though, towards short. He's going to fall. The P250, though, from Shan gets a bit of damage there. He's looking for more, but Bozza will shut him down. Meanwhile, Guns in from behind on that A side. Does grab Blue Nebula. But coming behind here, Dilly Dong with the AK finds one. And now with 2 to find here, Bozza with that Molotov is going to push him forward. He knows he's towards that amp department coming on out, but Bozza holds his nerve, and geez, gave a pretty good showing there with just the P250s. They do some decent damage, but Winrar, they managed to find their 10th. 13 to 10 after 23.
Oh boy. It's one after the next. This is an important round from G's. They lose this one. They lose the ability to be absolutely pushing Winrar back into check. And they lose this one. They're looking to give an opportunity to the potential equalized play. And of course, they are ahead. And oh my goodness, Shang over here looking away. It does not get his corner. I'm not sure why he looked away, thinking he had a misread. So Blue Nebula jumps up, grabs the one, gets traded out, and now this B position is in here. Bozza with a big balls play is gonna quickly get the plan out. Oh, the swing was huge, and he gets more. And here comes the molly to deny entry. So this is already buying a lot of time in this 2v2.
John also holding back towards short with that AWP where the bomb is planted for. So even if they were to get that kill, then they need to find it now. Both players going at the same time. But Bozza holding his nerve. He grabs the first. Lonely Ducks will get the trade onto him. 24 HP remaining, but he doesn't know where John is sitting at the moment. He's checking all these angles. It's got to occur to him. He's going to be towards that short. So the smoke will go down, though. He's going to try and hold it. Can he get the angle, John? Oh, no. Can he find it? John, he's off! And he gets the kill, but it's after time. And that one hurts. Jeez, they find it. Lonely Duck. That's what we call a ninja defuse. And he gets it done. Oh, John, if he had a rifle there, he pulled out his pistol a bit earlier, and he probably gets that if he just spams down that area. But the AWP, that's the problem when you're holding that down. The smoke comes out unless you've remembered the exact positioning. Oh, that one hurts. Guns, though, he's going to respond early into this round. He's going to pick up that first one onto Dilly Dong.
Alright, they're going to quickly push this one through with a vengeance. Carl down to 50 through the exchange. And Guns swings out, grabs both. This is the A play, baby. And now the contestant comes through. Shang, through that long distance, gets the first one. Wisely retreats. Knows that he needs backup. Meanwhile, Blue Nebula slowly going through the smoke. He's going to be spotting that first one. They need to go in right now. They don't have enough time, and Sean needs to compete right now. Chucking it in. Boz is going to get that one, and John finishes the other. 14-11. Winra comes back with a vengeance, saying, what was that last round? We want this one back. This is justice.
That it was. Geez, now 3-round advantage still, but you can see the utility is, well, I mean, nothing's really available at all because the cash is just not there. 2,000 on about each player, and you can see the P250s, 3 of them out. USPs just on Nebula and Shaz. They don't invest into this one. Trying to get some positioning towards this B side. If they do hit towards it, it could actually work out pretty nicely. And they're going right towards it now. Lonely Duck, he's going to be hearing Bozza close. If they run through the smoke, he's got to be careful. That's 1-2 for Lonely Duck, the P250. Carl, though, with the immediate retrades there, and they're still going to be pushing towards B. But, oh, now the problem is Dilly Dong. Do they check that side? Oh, there's going to be one, though. Dilly Dong finds guns. Carl's with the immediate trade back, trying to keep this one going. Jeez, and now Logger Dog. Actually with opportunities to get back into this one. If he grabs an AK as well and they don't check their angles, John's been spotted. It all comes down to where he can get him, and he's going to finally span him down. It's all left on Carl, and Shan grabs it. Jeez, how on earth do they win that round? 3-2 B250s, 2 USPs, beat rifles and a full buy. Welcome to CSGO, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, P250 is the new meta, right? This is the meta that was in phase and now is back in again, baby. So they're going to pick up some very important kills. They lock away around that they, oh my goodness, shouldn't really be there. The molly doesn't really fall at all. Meanwhile, walking through the smoke, Yon barely gets away with it. So he is going to be on that Predator mode, trying to lock one up. Meanwhile, Winra, they know the position. They know one. He comes to under fire. They want to get something. Meanwhile, Guns trying to go for a force, trying to find something else. They know where he is, but they don't really get the full check. I think they just missed it completely. Oh no. Okay, he's only going to get one. Boss is going to quickly finish his ulti. It's going to be the nade, and the nade's going to be good. Get some decent damage right here. He jumps through. Silently Duck gets the double, and this is another one coming from behind. Triple kill. And now he sprays his best to get the last one, but Blue Nebula is going to be the one to take over. As he goes down, that's just going to be it. You have had a chance before, but geez, they are going to lock the first one away.
Losing that round to the P250s proves to be fatal for Winra as G's get the job done. 16-11, a fairly dominant CT side, putting in some good numbers there after taking the lead 8-7 into that half, and it's going to be them taking a 1-0 lead in the series. Barrage is done, and now we look, of course, to our next beautiful map, which we're going to be finding ourselves on Overpass, where G's will be on that CT side. Meanwhile, though, for Winra, they have the opportunity here to push it to a third map. And if we get to that, well, it's going to be Ancient to finish us off, which wouldn't be too bad at all, I don't reckon, Eb. But as it stands right now, I mean, a very solid second half showing and a very solid map there of Mirage for the guys over on the beautiful side of G's. I mean, I think there was definitely opportunities there for Winra, and they got going definitely into the late in that second half. The problem was they just given up so many chances to get those rounds out. I mean, it was 13-8, almost 14-8 we thought pushing into one of those rounds, but managed to pull it back, and they had themselves an opportunity to really get the bet pushing forward, trying to get themselves that map pick. Unfortunately, it does fall flat. And now we look towards this map of Overpass. And this is Winra's map, so they'll be looking to try and pick this one up, move it to the third. Meanwhile, geez, they're going to be trying to shut this down. They want to go to the final. They want redemption. Yeah, they want to put themselves up against Vague 7.
Yes, they do.
And they have They have 2 now opportunities to do so.
Oh yeah, so this is the one. If if Winra wants to stay competitive, they need to win Overpass, instantly push into the Spicy Ancient. But with that being said, we are going to cut into a quick BRB. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back for this map number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Australian Esports League as we come in to round 2 of this Riverina Council CSGO event. Proudly coming in from the city of Wagga Wagga as we have G's and Winra there ready to play this overpass. The pick is from Winra, so it'll be fun.
Well, they're looking to try and put themselves back into this one, of course. Sitting at that 1-0 deficit after the boys over in G's picking up the first map on Mirage. If you did miss it, it was a 16-11 win to the fellas over in G's as they look to try and close this series out. As we move towards overpass, we can see the knives are coming out. Always find these knife rounds very interesting considering, you know, well, I mean, this one doesn't count. If we get to Ancient, the knife round's going to count. But as you can see here, just some knifing back and forth. Everyone just having a bit of fun. Enjoying themselves. It looks like the G's boys might actually take this knife round away as well. As you can see, to come back and forth. Loga trying to keep it close, but Kuda, 3 kills just like that. And he's actually got the opportunity for the ace here to win out this knife. Throws his yord. I like the Renegades one there, though, from Dilly Dong. That's going to win it. Yep, the Renegade spray. It's just too good. G's, of course, will be starting on BT's side, so that's what you like to see in that regard. Winra, Amp, they can't make mistakes here. That's the thing, and they can't have a slow start like they just did on that second half of Mirage. They need to make sure they hit the ground running, just push into it quickly. Find those early rounds if they can get on a roll, and it'll be interesting to see what they've got in their playbook, considering they will be on that TC side. That's the new sign I've made up. Copyrighted material, do not steal, but it'll be interesting to see what they're going to be playing in towards this one. Already you can see a bit of utility. P250's out on a number of the players. They're going straight towards that B side, where G's have not got a lot of people sitting up towards it. You can see Dilly Dong's going to be on towards the side, but everyone else saw. You can see G's. Oh my Shan. I keep seeing G's and thinking that's the player's name. It's, be honest, it's frustrating, boys. You got to put that in front of your name. That's how that usually works. Dilly Dong, though, he doesn't care about those names. He cares about kills, man. Just to pick one up onto John there. Puts it into the 4v4 situation. The bomb continues to tick in this one. And Blebula and Dilly Dong getting these kills back. Carl with trade, though. So the rest of the CT start to push in. And Guns and Carl trying to hold these off angles. So they're going to be pushing towards them. Guns gets one, but Lonely Ducks. And the trades are just coming thick and fast. But Guns looking to try and shut this one down. Surprise, Nebula didn't go with his team, mate. It's going to cost them in the end. Winra grabbed the first. Guns takes 3. And they get that pistol and the money flowing for themselves there.
Well, it's a little bit of a it's a little bit of a mistake coming in from G's, and I do agree. I was like reading the last of the name first, and I was just like, oh, it's G's, but I realized that's just the name for the team. So right now we are going to have the investment. Mac, Galil, and AK comes through from the side of Winra. Kuda looking to probably save a little bit to provide ultimate support as John gets tagged up, but he is gonna survive and finishes off Lobadog first. And at the same time, Yom coming up is going to be spotting out everything. He does have a dream, and that dream's going to be shut down. He goes to bed nice and early as his A is going to be fully opened up. The plan's going to come through, and now Winra looking to successfully take this into a 2-0 as Carl and Guns, they pick one up each. And now it's just going to be Sean, and Sean, well, not a lot you can do with a USP against a whole team of just a fury coming at you. And Bozza is just going to, put him back to sleep with the rest of his team. He joins him 2-0 to Winra.
Yeah, I mean, look, that's what they want to get. You get that one across. You get the simple 2-0 start. It's what you're after. G's now with the full buy coming in for themselves. You can see Logadog is going to be sticking to that scout. Doesn't have enough to invest fully into that AWP. You can see their utility a bit lower, but they do have the full M4A1Ss, full armor, 2 kits on players as well. Alrighty though, out through this way here. Here come Winra. They're pushing straight in through A, looking towards connector, but they're just rushing straight towards bathrooms. You can see they're pushing straight into that one as John. Nebula will take him down. Does take a lot of damage to that one though, and Logadog towards Long. He's going to get absolutely nothing there. The Mac 10 from range from Carl shuts him down. So now at Optimus, Nebula, he almost spotted the head. Unfortunately, couldn't grab the kill. Meanwhile, Sham will be able to grab onto the Carl, but he's going to be taken down by Guns, and the bomb is planted in Winra. A 3v2 situation. Lonely Duck and Yuli Dillingdong trying to push back in. Lonely will grab the first, leaves it in the 2v2 as the bomb continues to tick.
Not sure why he wanted to rush out there. Could have waited for Sat Lonely Duck, but yeah, he's gonna get the kill onto Optimus, and now it's just a one-on-one situation. He's got plenty of utilities. He ducks up first. Oh my god! Just slowly charge him. Yes, yes, he gets it. Oh my god, what a round that it comes down to. He has the kid, so that's just gonna go back to G's. But what a round on the side of G's. I can't believe it. They recover from a round that they shouldn't be coming in from. But hey, look, you know, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately for Kudo, he probably just needed to peek and take that fight. He had the HP advantage and hides away instead, trying to duck through it, and he was not ready for the push to come through. And just like that, we find ourselves... Well, I mean, on the side for G's, they get around there that they probably shouldn't have had, and Winra will still be able to get the buy towards this one. They're going straight towards this B side. Dilly Dong with that mag 7, the swag 7, trying to find something there. Lonely Duck going towards heaven. Bother is having absolutely none of that. Dilly Dong will be able to pick up Kuda, but he's immediately trade out from guns, and now Logadog trying to push through the connector. He's going to be detected from that Molotov. I think the Sam may have been hurt as guns throwing that nade close. And you can see Carl already holding this angle. If Logadog peeks on out, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. Carl grabs him. They'll be able to trade back at least on towards Bozza. This man through the wood there is going to get a bit of damage there. Through as Shan trying to find kills here with the M4A1S. He manages to find one, looking towards short side. Those sandbags as he jumps on down. Him and his teammate need to get pushing in towards that one. Shan with another, and now it's all left on the Carl. Can he clutch out the 1v2 this time? The defuse starts to come in. The flash as well on the Carl, but he's holding this down, holding the defuse, and I don't think Carl heard it. Shan, he will grab it. The defuse comes through, and he may even survive with his gun here. In fact, he does.
What?
So a big round there for G's, and another Ninja Defuse imp. They're abundant in this game so far.
Oh, that's another heartbreaker. After losing that one on Mirage, they're going to experience another one on Overpass. I don't think he heard it because the sound kit was definitely off, and they knew something was happening, you know, but yeah.
I think the sound also came in as well with the flash, so I don't think he heard it because the flash sound probably went over the top, but whatever it was, geez, they don't care. They'll take the round. Winra with that plant, though, we'll be in a bind to this one. And Bozza straight out here in towards the sewers. Is he going to grab that first one? Lonely Duck from the backside there. He's going to grab at least one. Looking for a second to spam through. Going to get major damage on towards guns. The 4v4 bomb still needs to be planted. As the CT starts to rotate around, you can see Lonely Duck taking some damage. That nade, though, oh, it's going to land on top of guns. Puts Kuda down to 66. And now the 4v3 as Nebula comes over to join his teammates.
This is still winnable for Winra. Winra needs to absolutely hunker down, get this spot. That's just all going to be put down. Now it's up to John. John with the Lonely AK has the dry peak. See, oh, hang on a second. He gets a nice angle. He takes that first one.
No, it's happening again.
Happening again. No, come on.
Oh, the smokes, the Ninja Diffusers. How many times are we going to see it as G's grab another one? And Winra, oh... I mean, for John there, you're surprised he doesn't spam that maybe, but possibly just not expecting someone to be on it. But, I mean, if you know G's at this point, and I feel like they're starting to learn a few things, if there is a smoke near the bomb, probably just spam it because they're going to be sticking it. Pros don't fake, and G's 3-2. Winra again will be able to full buy into this. You can see Kuda's a bit low with that Deagle, but the bomb plants are giving them enough money to recontest these rounds, and John's going to find that first one. Another opening duel win, but Chan with the immediate trade back towards A Long.
Oh, man. Winra must be just disorientated at this second. As Sean's going to pick up one more, he's going to go and use that smoke to his advantage. Here comes the flash to back up his team. Oh, he's going to spot one more. Another opportunity for him. Meanwhile, he's going to get shut down by Bozza, slowly pushing through that smoke. While at Optimus, it's going to be the sad Lonely Duck who finally gets something. There's still the 808P right here. They're going to get the push. Jong very, very gusty to get this play. He's going to get a big kill onto Lopatog. 1-on-2. The situation is starting to look a little bit better, but the bomb is just nowhere near him, and he needs to find the perfect angle, the perfect swing. As he's gonna contest, he gets that first one. He sees the bomb in front of him. Can he get it? Here comes the molly. The contestant, it is a perfect angle. Here comes the flash, and this is not enough because Yom's gonna stare at him and tags him up instantly. Another round to G's, and Winra, they lost some critical plays in that last placement, and right now they must be scratching their heads and probably need to call a timeout if they drop this run as well.
Need to sort of refocus here. All of a sudden, they've gone from a 2-0 lead. They had these rounds. They've just slipped out from under them. And the buys they've put back in haven't quite worked out. Now, geez, they're the ones that have jumped out here. And Winra, all the team on Deagles, no utility. A bit of full armor on John Cooter with that half armor. As they look towards this long position, and Logadog, big man's going to be seeing quite a few of these players coming through his position. The jump up as well, and now he starts heading tail back towards that A side. Winra starting to chase him down, but Nebula looking towards bathrooms here, and they all look towards him. Nebula, the spam, doesn't quite hit many of the players, and they're still continuing on this long push as everyone's starting to rotate in. That nade can be very big damage there, and oh yes, it is the Molotov as well as Wagga. Oh, the jump in the air from Carl, that is some acrobatics. A beautiful one through the air, pirouetting. That's at least an 8.5, and for G's, it's around 5. As they shut down the Deagle long push, and Winra, I mean, it's interesting they committed to that end, because they could have easily gone through bathrooms, relocated, gone down, connected towards the B site possibly, but they committed to that A spot. G's were ready and waiting. They managed to rotate their players over. By the time they got that one through, the nade and utility usage really just knocked them out. But Winra, I mean, they've dropped 5 on the chop, but they're still being so aggressive, pushing it towards these sides. And Nebula, though, is going to grab the first one. All this aggression, sometimes the setups might need to come through first. Kudo is going to get the trade back at least to put it into a full V3. But so much damage done early. And Guns, though, with a trade onto Shan. Dilly Dong is going to grab it 1 there, but Kuda does grab his second for the round. So we do have ourselves left in this one. Whoa, we were going to say 2v2, and now it is a 1v2. Kuda finds a third. He's low HP, but geez, they had the advantage in towards this one to begin with. And now Lonely Duck left all by him, lonesome. He's going to be sad and lonely as he sitting towards his A side, starting to realise that it may be going towards B. The smoke off from heaven, though, is going to stop him from seeing anything towards this open bomb plant. And now it's left in the 2v1 retake.
I'm not sure why they wanted to keep pushing. They're thinking that they're going to get a flanking goal at that second. So here comes that first one. Now it's AWP fighting against that Lonely Duck. He gets both angles. Didn't even need to chuck any of his utilities. He just balls on and says, well, that's the one, baby. So yeah, that is going to be another round back into G's, as they were just being brutal. It is a heartbreak for Winra.
Man, it's just nothing is falling into place for them at the moment. Winra, they're getting so close, but unfortunately, close rounds, they don't win your games, and you got to get your numbers on the board. And now 6-2. Geez, starting to get into a really nice roll here. In fact, it's been 6 on the trot. You wouldn't really think that the way Winra have been playing, all these rounds have been left in 1v2s, 2v1s. It's come down to the very last players on all the teams for quite a number of these ones. As it's already the push in towards connected there. Chance going to grab one, but the John is there for the trade at least. As the rest of the players on towards the B side here for Winra, looking to try and get the picks and push on here. Dilly Dong is already down, and he's going to have to hide between that smoke bit there. He finally pushes up towards there, finds one, looking for a second. He does manage to grab Kuda before Guns shuts him down. The 2v3 situation. As the retake starts to come in from G's, they're pushing their players towards this side. John holds towards Sandbags, Guns on towards the pillar. He's going to grab that first on the Logger Dog. Trying to find more here. If they get them into 1v1 duels, they could be able to get this one down here. He finds another one, but Nebula's going to take him down. It's all left on the John. He finds that one, but now we know towards his position. And he thinks the smoke covers him, or he's looking towards Sandbags and where it might be coming on Lonely Duck. And again, Winra so close, but yet so far. 7-2. And geez, I've opened up a 5-round buffer. And this could get worse before it gets better. It's just agonizing at the moment for them.
I thought the play was you lose the pistol, you call a timeout, you stop this streak coming from G's. But here we go, this is the reinvestment. They need to get these crucial rounds through. They've been getting a lot of bad luck trying to just get this one. We get 1 or 2, but like, this is just too much at this stage and they can't afford it. As they get the great position, Bozza, very aggressive, gets that first early opening. this is a potential play. He is going to quickly just check that, make sure they're going to be getting this B and full locked up as Sean takes up that first one. Potential flank is going to give the extra little bit of adding power. They do need to check it. At the same time, they don't, so Carl goes down as well. It's a very big long distance. So Sean opens this one up. He's going to reverse flash, and he is going to be able to be in a contestment. At the same time, Logadog, he doesn't see anything just yet, but they are checking for Bozza. They push him. Sean gets put down, but now 2v2 once again. He goes up and they just both go down. It is that situation again. And Winrod, they just fall.
This is just death slamming material here for Winra. Again, they have the opportunity. Again, they have the player advantage after the plant, but the retakes from G's have just been superb. And they just keep allowing it to happen. Finally, Winra are going to call their first time out, and this must be so frustrating for them. Because they're not playing badly. I mean, the scoreline's 8-2, but every single round, it could have gone either way. And Winra, it's just not falling for them at the second as the investment can come back in. John's going to go for that AWP. As Carl and Bozza will be on a full buy with some utility around them. And this is just the problem for them. They just need to fight rounds. There's no excuses anymore. They just need to get rounds on the board at this stage. A quick timeout, a quick talking over. There's Bozza still yet to buy it. He sits there contemplating a bit further. But, I mean, for Winra, maybe just they want to take it a bit slowly this round. Allow G's to possibly push towards them. Find a pick through that stage. But they have their setups. They have the good push-ins here. And it's already going to be the push-in from John. That flash is perfect on the Dilly Dong as he tries to get really aggressive there early. Carl should be able to get the trade on the Shan. You'd imagine he does. And finally they get the first two and a 5v3. And surely now this is where they find their third round. That nade does go out. Does a bit of damage there, but surely this is one step too far for a retake here for G's.
If they take this one, I'm going to be very angry. So, G's is going to be in a contest, and not to really...
You don't want to make him angry.
Yeah, you don't want to make me angry. You can't be making this. So, yeah, thank you. Winra is going to successfully clutch this. That's what I was talking about. Take a break. Don't let them get all the points in one go. Don't let them go big round after round. Especially when you lose too many. You have to break that momentum no matter what you do. So now Winra, they finally put one back up into this round of 12. They're going to have the full buys. Not all the utilities, but still a really decent buy. While G's is going to be coming back in. 2 full armors, and they are going to be trying to contest. Get super aggressive. Right now, they are not going to be able to do that. So 2 gets put down instantly. There's the 1 into the swing, gets traded, and this is going to be a nice and easy round on the side of Winra. The nade is going to go to heaven. Sean goes down to 49, and 4 AKs surely should be able to contest and secure this round.
Well, that Molotov from Bozza's doesn't go quite to plan, but this round for Winra definitely has. Shan just looking to see if he can find any exit frags, any extra damage he can do towards the T side. There's G's. 8 rounds on the board. They'd be wanting to add a few more just to give themselves a bit of a lead going into that T side. They should be able to buy going into next round here, as it's just going to be the leave there from Shan. Makes his departure towards the bathrooms. There's the 4th one up for Winra. They're second on the trot, stopping a run of 8 in a row last round. They've managed to get 2 on the trot themselves as they look to try and bring this one back. Still 3 rounds left in the half. An opportunity to make it an 8-7, M. And to be honest, they probably deserve it considering what they've given so far.
Yeah, definitely. Especially when the dice doesn't roll big for you, right? It just continues to roll small. You are going to be in a position of hurt. So here we go. Once again, 8-4. They have lots of contestants. They have plenty of power to be making this an easy round. Now, obviously, on the other side, you got the FAMAS, you've got the Silencer, you've got the P90 and the AWP. Most of it's going to be smoked out. They are going to be tagged up. And Sean, looking at this smoke, if he looks at the right area, he might be able to pick up a kill. Yes, he does. Walks through, gets sprayed. Oh, he's still going to survive. And through it, he's getting burnt, he gets pushed. He doesn't really get to run away from that one, but this push is pretty much imminent. They should know exactly what's happening. Saloni Duck and Logadog, they both go down. Welcome to Australian Barbecue. The P90 comes through, but now it's 1-on-2. Young from behind sees all this. There's 2 players checking him. And oh, that could have been dangerous, delivering that bomb.
That
Oh
is
my
a
god.
very ballsy play there from Kuda. Runs right out in the open. John was sort of watching the angle, but he's a brave, brave man. And now Dilly Dong left in a 1v2 situation. The problem is he doesn't have any utility now. Needs to find these picks, but I mean, this is what G's have been absolutely fantastic at so far in this game, is finding these 1v2 clutches. But John, he's having none of that. Pokes up from Dumpster and knocks him down, and Winra find their fifths again. These are the rounds that these are where they start to get rolling, and G's, their money pretty much in the bin for this one. So it should be an 8-6, and that 8-7 a real possibility now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one little huddle was all they needed to swing their momentum back. So Winra in a position to contest. A random vehicle comes through and they're gonna do the tunnel drop. So Cole is having his aim, but he's only gonna pick up the 2. That is an AK given up over onto Logadog. So, oh, hang on, from behind, and they are just gonna clean them all up. Now it's just gonna be sad, lonely dark. One quack quack to rule them all. Can he get a kill?
He will get one. He has to give absolutely every single bullet almost towards it, but guns will fall, and that is a free AK available to pick up as well if he wants to go grab it. Instead, he's looking to go for the retake here. So John is low, so there's a possible early kill here if he can find it, and John might just give himself up. That's the MP9 doing some damage, and an AK available again. This time he'll pick this one up, and a 1v2 doesn't have any utility really available besides that Molotov and the flank in from Bank from Boz up. I was also going to say he didn't have a kip. Not that it matters anymore. Winra find their 6. An 8-6. They pulled this one back nicely as they look to keep this one going. Full buy for the last round here for both teams. 2 Orgs coming out here for G's. And, well, they look like they might have that 8-7 again, the one they had over on Mirage. In that instance, they probably would have felt that they deserved more rounds here. In this instance, they probably would have hoped for more rounds on this CT side. But Winra, they finally woken up. John, though, and well, Bozza go trying to push in again. That fast A push doesn't quite work out. Don't have the utility really set up for it. And, I mean, they can just hold the angles down, Ken Nebula. And also our boy there in Logadog, and 5v3 almost immediately as the AWP, well, Kuda is making sure that it's not going to be used by the G's boys into this round as they look to try, well, looking towards that connector side, possibly jumping down there, but they want to continue towards A at the moment. 3 players here for G still sitting around this position. You can see now finally going to be going back towards connector. 59 seconds and counting as they look to try and reposition towards this B hit.
Yeah, they can definitely win this one. They can definitely still make a play. They have plenty of utilities, and they hear this. They hear the opening of the door, so there is going to be the rotation. Here comes the flash of the utilities. They are going to be starting to invest. So Yorm in a great position. He's going to be seeing nothing but heads. He gets the first one, but he gets tagged in behind. Everyone's just going to go down. Now it's just Guz. Guz gets the first one. 1 on 3. A little bit of smoke for cover, but they hear the plant, and he's just going to get pushed down. So that's just going to be 9-6, and G's is going to get the play. And a few headshots into their own team just for good measures. It is a nice little bit of half, but you gotta think, Winra had one too many broken places and plays where they should have been the one to be coming in with an advantage.
Yeah, they had the opportunities to really get a lot on the board there, and all credit to G's, their retakes were on point. Only Ducks ending up with 17 in that first half. Shan also with 12. You can see on the other side of things there, I mean, for Winra, a couple of their players with decent kills. You can see the 19 for Guns. He has been on fire both of these maps, and he needs to keep it that way as they go towards this CT side. Immediately, this push going towards A early, and already some rotations coming in from Winra. So trying to get themselves back towards this position. John looking towards long, but he's already going to get tagged up, and he has to push himself back actually into that one now, and he's going to be in a lot of trouble if these 2 players come out together. They will eventually put him down. Dilly Dong grabs that kill. Damage on all of the G's players, but they still have those players alive, and Winra now 3 players holding towards this side now, and they've put decent damage on all the Nebula with one, but Guns and Carl bringing them back now, and it's going to be that bomb almost going down. Carl put down to 8 HP, and Logadog has somehow got himself in towards Optimus. Not ready for him to be this close. Bozza takes down Nebula, but now Logadog and Carl, this is such a big fight. The 1v1, Carl puts himself towards Long, and the bomb is down. Bozza holding the angle. He spots one going towards that bin. Is he ready for Dilling Dong? Close, he's not, but the immediate trade from Carl. And now it's the 1v1. Logadog will be able to grab that bomb. 42 seconds and counting. Does he plant towards A or does he get down towards B? He's going to get there. So the B site will be where the bomb is planted. Carl now realizing what is going on. He's only got the 6 HP. 2 kills in the round. Needs to find a third, and it's a 1v1. To get this first pistol round underway in the second half, and it's such a big deciding one here, Imp.
Oh, after all that, the big and beautiful brain of Logadog is gonna just make sure that he's gonna get the advantage. There's gonna be the fake. Carl needs just one tap to the head. He needs to get it. Here comes the fake. We'll see what's gonna happen. Logadog, he sees this one and he says goodbye. We are going to be coming in with the early guns, and Winra has to hold on to everything they can in order to maximize the spending potential onto the round after. If they get anything out of this one and get away with just the eco round, then that will be amazing. But you will have to think that the mac and cheese comes out. Yes, it does. Here comes the mac and the noodles. And Winra, oh boy. They are stacking down to the connector, and they're gonna just push straight up, leaving full sides open. And Jesus just say thank you very much for this little bit of play.
Oh, they're going to be pushing themselves towards that sandbags, and both players and both parties meet together. Unfortunately, it's going to be going the way there of Winra, as Shan, that Molotov will save him any pushes, and in fact, he just gets the drive-by as well. Logadog finishes off Guns, and it's all left on the Bozza. Stuck at the sandbags, not much he can do. P250s galore sitting on the ground, a couple picked up from the G's players, but a pretty uneventful round for them as they get to save every single weapon there. People are deciding to invest in an AK anyway. In fact, there's going to be a few investments. So they have their guns still available, but instead of, saving them, they've just bought new ones in, which, I mean, you've got the AKs. Guess it makes sense, but I was going to say I was getting to no buy, but Winra have gone for the investment late, and there's barely any utility backing this up, so they need to find these jewels, they need to find these kills, because they dropped this to all of a sudden 12-6, and again, they don't want a slow start to start this second half, but Guns and Kuda, they're making sure things are looking very, very nice right now. They know one's towards this position. Sham will put down Kuda, brings it back into the 4v3, but Winra, a perfect start to this round number 18.
Oh, they were bowling. G's was just flexing their economy over Winra. I'm not sure if that's exactly what they wanted to do, but yeah, as we settle into this round, I believe Winra is probably feeling a little bit more comfortable. The one problem is that, yes, they have the defusal, but do they need so many? Where in fact I would have went with another flash, but you know what, they're going to be picking that one up. They're going to test the waters, quite a round for one, but this is going to be a nice little bit of exchange. Carl gets the line up, finishes off Lopadog, so this is going to be the gun exchange. Yom doesn't really have much to say in contest right here. The bomb's been dropped and he just cannot move.
Yeah, there's not much he can really do in this situation. He might find the first here at least onto Carl, but now his position is revealed. Needs to clutch out a 1v4. The bomber's down. He needs to find these jewels. If they give it to him, there's opportunities, but you'd imagine they're not really going to give him any there. He's going to get lots of damage on towards Guns, and they don't peek on from that Winra. They just let their teammate die. Why did John not peek that? I'm not entirely sure, but 7 seconds and counting. The plan will need to come in, and now Bozza will finish it off. It was actually Bozza sitting up there. I'm really surprised he didn't peek with his teammate there, but, you know. The round is won. It can be put in the back of the mind. It doesn't matter. It all comes together for Winra as they win out the first gun round between both sides. As G's going to be reinvesting themselves into this one. 4 AKs, the Galil on Nebula. Meanwhile, 2 M4s. Carl going down for that last round. Has to stick to an MP9, but they've got decent guns, decent utility, and they're looking to try and hold this one down and find their 8 guns. So the spray not quite connecting to begin with. He has to force himself away from bathrooms. And G's immediately all around him, but this time Logadog goes peeking on out, and he shuts him down, looking for a second guns. The M4A1S ringing true. No trades available for G's, and another one for guns. He takes down Dilly Dong, and this buy here from G's. The bomb is out in the open. It is all falling to pieces early. Carl, the MP9, Lonely Duck goes down. That's all left on Shan, and guns with a 4th. And Winra responding well in these gun rounds, and now it is G's, the guys who will have to take themselves into a small buy. Maybe some pistols, but it's not going to be anything major as they look to try and find their 12th. And Winra looking to bring it back to a 2-round advantage.
This should be Winra's round. I mean, they've got the full buy, they've got the full utilities. G's is just looking to quickly just drill their way through. Look at the way they're advancing. They know exactly what's going on. They're going to try to play to the weak side, into this B. Meanwhile, Carl, he gets one barbecue on the way. He grills out Lopper Dog for a hot dog meal right here. Welcome to the down under, and this is going to be the dive coming in. Shan gets put down. Bomb gets dropped. They see them all. They drop down. It's still a great position to be contesting, and G's can't really move it in without giving up their lives right now. 2 players left. Meanwhile, all the rest of Winra is just here, happy for them to come and contest.
Not too much that the G's boys can do into this one right now, as they try to find themselves any sort of utility damage, a bomb plant possibly, but the bomb already down on the site. Dilly Dong and Nebula just hoping that one of the Winra players gets bored and pushes in towards them, and you can see John holding the angle, and Nebula trying to go off that back, but they're playing for an anti-flash almost that wasn't even on his team. In fact, he just put his back in there. He tried something different. That is for sure. Unfortunately, it's not going to work out in their favour. And that is going to be round number 9 for Winra as G's. Again, they can't really buy into this one. A revolver coming out from Logadog. Now, that is something I have not seen in a while.
Let me just say it right now. Yeehaw! Let's go! I want to see a headshot, revolver all the way. If he is able to get one right now, that will just make my day. But as we say that, sad Lonely Dog, he gets put down. And Yom slowly making way through Canal. He does get a nice headshot to Bozza. That is going to force a rotation. Meanwhile, they are going to try to shoot him away. He's not long for this world, but it is still a lot more. There's going to be another kill on Takuda. They are not trading efficiently right here on the side of Winra. They shouldn't be giving up unnecessary kills, but they're just finding this tiny little bit of a play and forcing Winra into an uncomfortable position. Meanwhile, Sean does pick up a silencer. He's able to go and protect his team, but there is still just no utilities for them to even make a decent play.
Well, I mean, Logadog just needs the revolver. That's all he needs to put together. We already saw what he can do with that. A very nice kill in the round. He's looking for more. A bit of damage on the board's gun. Gotta be worried he doesn't run out of bullets there, though. He's already down to 11. But that revolver, it's ringing loud and true right now. Not quite able to get the huge damage there, but it looks like he could be in real trouble here. Guns, but he's holding it down for now, though. He's down to 13 HP. Sham will finish him off. And geez, an actual opportunity to this one. He's going to plant, or fake the plan to begin with. Gets the spray towards John. Looking for a second here. Can Shan win this one out? Carl trying to keep Winra in with this one. Trying to find their 10th. They don't want to give this up. They're up against pistols. Shan's jumped up above. 10 seconds and counting. Needs to push it towards it. And Shan grabs it. And G's grabbed their 12th, and Winra, another round. You think they've got it in the bag. You think it's another one to put themselves back in it, but G's, they give themselves some breathing space yet again. The plus side for Winra is they have very good bank across the board. The full buy will be able to come back in. G's a full buy of their own, and now this is very pivotal. Both sides. And I mean, definitely the side of Winra, they drop this, and all of a sudden their cash does become a bit of a problem as Shan. That Flash not quite going to plan to start that one, and guns with this ult. This could be a lot of trouble. Early spots one, grabs Shan, and that's the immediate duel there. One, he can fall off the angle. No retrade available. Just like that, Winra get this early advantage, 5-4.
It's good. They got the play. They got the starting. This is the perfect stuff. They just need to throw their utilities. Throw it out. Throw it out and make as much noise as possible. You need to keep checking them out. You need to make sure they don't get to go for a quick push. Meanwhile, G's is a little bit scattered right now. They're trying to look for a different opportunity. The nade is going to get the door open. Potentially something for them to play with. No rotation is going to come through. Wirra doesn't take the bait, as this is going to be the long Kong. They're going to try to play it, and Logadog is just going to keep on lodging everything. They want to keep him in position. Meanwhile, two players, they've already made it through. There's going to be the potential reflame coming back in. They're going to try to ace themselves. Nice little bit of play. Bozza finishes one. Nice trade coming through. But this is just going to be the one that they might not be getting. They spread too thin. And the bomb gets dropped. It is going to be very, very interesting for them to recover.
Nebula tries pushing on out, but he's already dealt with. And Logadog, he's the only one who's got a kill into this round. He got it towards that A site. Starts his way in towards the B site now, but Gun's already holding that angle. If Logger wants to get through this, he needs to push through the smoke. Molotov available. But Winrar 10 seconds and counting, and Logadog, he does have the opportunity to save in this round. He does have the 5k, and it probably makes sense at this point just to do that. As Winrar find their 10th. 4 rounds to 3 so far in this second half as G's. They can fully invest if they want to, and they will. Fullby comes out once again. Winrar build up a bit more bank on their side. A few players lost, though, from that previous bout. But the double AWP setup, and that's going to make things very difficult for G's if they push into either of these sites now. But this becomes, again, it's just a big one. All of these rounds are pivotal at the moment. G's, it becomes a real worry. If they drop this, all of a sudden their money is really in the tip, and Winrar have a chance to even this up at 12 apiece. Again, look towards bathrooms early. Logger can be flashed off by his own teammate there, looking towards the beautiful piece of utility. But so far, a bit of a slow one here from G's, not pushing in too quickly to anything. They have already taken bathroom control. 3 players towards this A side though, 1 looking towards long. You can see there, here's Kuda. Back towards bank was John, but now they're thinking it possibly could be towards B as Rote comes through, and Shad, while he was trying to make something happen towards that B side, it's not going to happen there, and now Guns, oh yes, that's what we like to see, the AWP comes out, does huge damage as well, not just the kill, almost the collateral. Guns finds Nebula as well. And just like that, geez, 43 seconds and counting, a 5v2. Bozza will give himself up as he goes checking towards connector, and maybe that's something they can do here, but Lonely Duck is so low on HP, 30 seconds and counting. Dilly trying to push on the side, throwing up that flash. He needs to get these kills. He's the man with the HP. An opportunity given there towards Kuda, but he can't quite hit the shots. And now it becomes all just easy for Carl if he just holds this angle. Dark pushes on out. They can't really block that one, and he goes down. That's the bomb. 12 seconds. It's all left on Dilly Dong. And he can do absolutely nothing about this and say, in fact, he wants to save that AK. And Amp, 12 to 11. And all of a sudden, Winrar are in the driver's seat.
It's a little bit of a shame when Yom swung up and he looked at Heaven, saw it, but the shot was just not there. If he managed to connect that shot, that would have been everything in that world, because you saw John just quickly making, no, not John, Gongs making a retreat, knowing that he can't really be contesting, doesn't want to be dropping that AWP. 12 to 11, they have 2 AKs, this is the semi-buy, this is the force, and Winrar is all of them happy to go and push this, so the Molly is going to be blocking all the entrance into the lower park. He's going to be seeing a lot more. Gans, he survives. They are going to try to chase him down, but at the same time, the rest of G's, they're a little bit spooked.
This double AWP setup is really just throwing them into disarray as Guns grabs another, grabs a third. And there was some investment into this round as well from G's, and again it's fallen completely flat. Logadog looking for something here, will be able to get Kuda with a very nice shot there. But still, 4v2, Bozza left on his lonesome towards the B side. The bomb's still in control for the T's, but I mean, the problem is here, where do they go? What do they do in this situation? No utility really available, just the one smoke. They don't have flashes to pop in. Guns is holding the angle down towards Optimus with that AWP, and he is just having the time of his life as he continues to get kill after kill after kill. He's on 34. The next closest is Carl and Shan with 19 apiece. He's dominating this server right now, and yet his team somehow still trails by a round. But they look like they're about to even things up here at 12-12. As Lonely Dark and Logger have to make their way towards this A side, and Carl's already holding that angle, and Logger is about to be in a whole lot of trouble, and that smoke, oh dear, that's hit the wrong part. He's going to think Bank's being cleared off here. And they're just not... Well, Dark's not even pushing, so I don't know what is going on here. In fact, they're just going to hold angles. They're going to save again with the AKs. Oh, Logger is... Oh, don't go pushing on now. Now, big man. Oh, God, he's in such an awkward position. Why are you going for the fight, Logger?
Oh.
He now has $450. I have no words. No words. Why? Why is he doing that to himself?
Well.
Oh dear.
Maybe he thought he had the angle. He definitely had a Ryan Reynolds moment saying, but why? Oh my god, the molly over there probably wasn't what Carl was trying to project. At the same time, I'll have to say, right now, I'm actually very disappointed with the level of molly that's just not connecting to the right area. So both Wira and G's probably might want to have a look at how potentially to bounce up the molly or get the right angle burned up. Yeah, so... AWP once again sitting on guns. He's just unstoppable right now. All 9 health. He picks up the 3rd kill. He's looking for his 4K at this second, but he's gonna wisely retreat. Meanwhile, the rest of G's is just the same situation right here. They have nothing really to contest. I mean, they've got a nade left, and the rest of Winra have taken complete control. They've got plenty of money to work with. They've got plenty of time to work with in utilities at the same time. They know what the bomb is. They're going to tag up Logadog. He would have wished that he had a more higher power gun from the last round. And now it's just up to Sean with the nade. One lonely man trying to pick up a whole team of, well, death.
And John shuts him down, and G's have just gone to sleep here, Amp. Their buys, everything, it's just not coming together. And Winra, the bank they're building, the kills that they're getting, 37 now for guns. He's looking to try and drop a 50 bomb if he keeps up with this rate. And now G's, they've won just 1 round of the last 8. And after getting out to a decent lead, they had themselves up at 12-6. It's just all falling apart here.
Yeah, really awful timing right here. They are going to get 2 massive kills though. Position to get a 3rd. Lots of great plays. Yes, they're going to also get Carl. For the first time, they've made a correct play, a correct guess and timing into this B. Now there is going to be a more... Oh, man. That molly is just not the one we're looking for as well. So yeah, 5v2, an AWP and a silencer slowly just retreating in. What G's should do right now is just go and push them. And they got plenty of numbers. They have plenty of flashes. They've got Zeus. So yeah, they shot one, they take one, AWP goes down. That is a great shutdown. And at the same time, they pick one up for themselves. And that's it. I mean, if they do push...
The only problem I have with that is that they just need to make sure that they don't lose too many guns, because they want to save them in for the next round. They don't particularly have that whole much of money to reinvest, but only Shan going down means that they can do that reinvestment. Winra, plenty of cash in their pockets as they go back again. 13 apiece. Winra, they've been the dominant side in this second half, but it's still all tied up. As we saw from that round there, and you can see the reaction. 3 players going towards the B side now. Geez, they're going for it again, trying for that. Molotov's going to stop them early though. Dilly Dong thinking about pushing through that, and now they're going to be careful. They're going to throw up these nades, everything coming through. John grabs the first, but Blue Nebula has the chance in the guns, and that's a big shutdown out of the round. The man has been dominating this server. He falls, and now the rotate starts to come in here from Shan. He's going really quick up towards this A side. Winra starting to realize what could be happening in that regard. Logadog, oh, the timing gets rid of him. Now they start to set up towards this A side. Still 2 CT players have managed to get themselves on here. One towards Bank, one towards Optimus. Ashan throwing up the flashes. The Molotov going out towards that bank side should be able to stop the big push coming in from that side, but it actually hits the top there. Kuda grabs one, a second, looking for a third. Kuda shuts it down. And Rinra 14. They continue to go on their merry way in this second half. They retake the lead again. As G's, they will be able to get the full buy-in, but if they drop this here, Amp, they're going to have to be fighting with pretty much nothing going into what would be almost the last round. We see how this one goes, and again, looking towards this B side, and they're going fairly early here, and they might be able to catch them off guard depending on timing. They're throwing stuff out. Bozza's already down to 15 HP. They're trying to go really early here, but Guns, the man himself, he was shut down last round, but not here. 2 big kills. The bomb goes down as well. And they just can't get the trades at the moment. Can Winra that they wanted? Well, I'm about to say it was going to be the boys over on G's in the awkward position, but 2 big kills, and Bozza and Guns are very low. The problem is the bomb is still towards their side. The flash goes out. If he can find one here, Lonely Duck, it could have been everything, but now Bozza coming out towards that side. Dilly Dong sees him, but they need to get this bomb. And they can't push towards it at the moment. Guns is holding the angle as much as possible. Looking for this booster. Oh, this could be huge.
Oh.
This could be absolutely huge. Big brains from G's. Kuda, though, with that trade back, but Dilly Dong grabs it. And he actually has the advantage into this round. 45 seconds and counting. Goes back towards the A side. Bozza realizing what's going on. He's only got the 15 HP, though. And Dilly Dong is hearing him rotate. 35 seconds. Who cracks first?
Oh man, there's lots of utilities. Bozza doesn't have anything but an orc. He's got 15 health to try to clutch this. Yes, that's what I was talking about. Invest in your utilities. Chuck it out there. When unsure, you need to throw. So that base out a reaction, base out something. Meanwhile, he can fake this, or he can just wait for the last second. Here comes the fake. Bozza has... Oh, he sees Bozza. Plenty.
He has to plant, though.
Yeah, just plant.
Oh.
Just plant.
Oh, no. Oh no. Dilly.
Oh, what are you doing? Why?
He outplayed himself.
Oh.
Oh no, Dilly Dong. Oh no. He just outplayed himself. There is no other words for that, but that may be the deciding factor here. Geez, they were so low on utility and money going to this round. They've had enough to scrunch together in the end a pretty decent buy, but Guns again, he's just getting these opening picks as he finds his 42nd kill. And already in a 4v5 situation. Carl saying that casters, that didn't happen. Unfortunately, Carl, that did happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
That was rough. I guess that was a heartbreak back into G's, and yeah, Kuda shuts one more down. They're looking to take this one back, so it looks like Wira is going to push this into map number 3, which is good. I mean, we haven't got a chance to cast Ancient, so this would be a little bit of a breather as Kuda's going to swing out. He takes out the bomb planter, and now it's just going to be Lopadog. Okay, he's just done. 16-13. A big, fun play all around, and Guns dropping the 44 bomb. Like, if there was more rounds to be played, then yeah, that could have been it. So, it's very, very interesting, Haz, because like we saw so many close rounds where it shouldn't be going to the side of G's, and G's picking up some really lucky plays. But at the same time, Winra did get one back. They managed to claw all the way from the depth of hell, and they managed to push all of this back into a 1-1 on both sides. So it looks like we're going to go to Ancient. It is going to be the one.
Yes, Ancient, we haven't seen it we haven't seen it, I don't think, any in AEL that I can recall for the CSGO League, so all of a sudden, Ancient's going to be here for the first time in AEL, and it's through the Riverina Cup. As we look to see things and how they'll go for this one, how they all come together. But one apiece, we're going into map number 3 when we return. One of these teams are going to be playing in the grand final next week against Vague 7. Will it be G's or Winra? We're going to find out right after this.
Oh yeah, be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back officially onto round number 3, where it is a very high, intense, and heated moment between Winra and G's, both securing 1 round each, pushing us into Ancient. I bet you haven't seen Ancient in a very, very long time, because we certainly haven't, and this is the first cast we're going to be doing on Ancient.
Yes, the new map added to the active duty pool for CSGO. It's been around for a few months now. Haven't seen it around the AEL stage in the university competition, but we do find it here in this one right now, as both teams getting ready for this one here. And this will actually be interesting because the first round, the knife round, it does matter in this instance because neither side gets the pick of CTT until one of them wins this one here. As players are getting readied up, ready to go. And I mean, this is what it's all come down to. I mean, we thought the G's were sort of rolling towards taking a 2-0, but Winra, a huge response on their CT side, over on overpass, and they get the job done, 16-13. 2 16-13s. It was 16. Oh, actually, I should say it was 16-11 on Mirage. The G's picked that one up. Winra, they went out overpass 16-13. Now it comes down to the ultimate map. One of these two teams will be facing Vague in the grand finals next week. They both want it to be each other. We're going to start it off with a nice little knife round. And this is, of course, to decide which team starts where. The winning team gets to decide whether they want to be on the T or CT side to start off this half. And it's going to be, well, G's heading off to the right side here. And Winra going into the left. And now all of them sort of going, where is everyone? And no one has, and they're running around a circle.
Oh, I mean, they're going to be spotted now.
The square circle, and now the roundabout starts. The knife's coming through there. It's going to be the first of Dilly Dong getting one. Snaps back and forth. Dilly Dong with 2. Bolton with a trade back. Shan, John, and Kuda with ones back for there, but it's going to be Shan and Blue Nebula shutting it down. And geez, they get the opportunity to pick what side they want to start on. Will they switch to the CT? Or will they... Well, there you go.
They should.
I think pretty sure they just did. There you go. They went straight to it. Onto that CT side, they will start. Winra on the T side. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ancient, our final map of this evening, our final map of the series of this lower bracket final.
Let's go.
The winning through to Vague 7 next week. And Emp, here we go.
Oh man, how refreshing is it to have a beautiful round. Here we go. It's a map of Ancient. This is the default that we have yet to see. The Gorilla Jungler is going to be coming through, where all 4 is going to be stacking up towards the B, where the nade is going to come through a little bit. Winra is going to be tagged up just a little bit, not going to be too bad, John. Down to 38, where Blue Nebula goes down to 3. They take the guns down away first. They're going to have that cross angle play. They're going to try to push this angle. They're going to make it uncomfortable for the side of G's and G's. They are just trying to maintain themselves. Lots of sword member right now. They take the 1, 3v4. They have plenty of advantage. They just need to play for time, and they can get this one through. Yes, they're going to be getting it. They're pushing every angle. Winra, they are not covering their angles, and they thought they had a round. They get the 1, they get the 2, but they are not going to get any more than that. They get the plan. It is going to be G's up first.
Yeah, G's put it through. 1-0 to start this one as Winra. I did get that plant and that early kill, but unfortunately could not capitalize off that. As the CT side managed to get themselves rolling here, the buy will come through now. And you can just see that. I mean, the ramp push and also the one through cave, they're almost surprised. G's almost collapsing in on each other, but the retake came through perfectly. The kills came their way. Remember, at least get that bomb plant. They should be able to fight very nicely into that 3rd round when they'll have full utility available as well. You imagine with that extra one. If they could even find a round here, it'd be nice as well. Wagga Dog, he's got that R8 again, but it's the A side where it's going. They might even try and find this round here. Winra guns. He finds 2. We saw what he did towards overpass. 42 kills, but Dilly Dog, he's not wanting to shut this one down. 2 kills with a scout. Puts it back to the 3v2, and now Nebula with this negative. The buy guns of this round are all over the shop, but guns, oh, he's still alive, and he's still a chance. He finds 1. He's looking for more. The spray down. He runs out of bullets. He almost put it through. And geez, they get the round, but boy, oh boy, they had to give absolutely everything. And that does mean they're buying to this one. They should be still pretty decent, but they're going to have to lose a fair bit of their money to do so. Meanwhile, Winra and Guns, he's already onto the AWP on the T side, so that's an interesting buy up there. They look to go towards that T-ramp outside area. Already pushing in towards that mid side, possibly as well, but they want to get towards this A site at the moment. And Carl's going to be the first one peeking through. The utilities there for Lonely, doesn't throw any though, and Carl takes major damage, but he manages to come out of that fight alive. And Guns found Dillydong Dogger. He's going to find that one to John, and the media trade back on the buzzer as well from Nebula, leaves it in 3v3. But the Bombers on the A side, they're holding this one down for now as they start pushing in with this utility. Guns is controlling that mid side, and he'll actually manage to grab Shan as well. How he gets away with that, I have no idea. But a 3v2, Carl is low, as is Guns. As Dogger and Nebula look to try and get in towards this A side and get this defuse done.
Okay, there comes the flash. They need to locate where Kudo is, and at the same time be wary of Gun. Gun's gonna slowly try to do a wallbang. Doesn't really want to give himself away because he's super low. Kudo gets that first one, and they get the second. Carl gets burned down, but it is gonna be Winra securing this one. I have to say, if they just checked the angles and got the right flashes down, they might have had a different angle to be playing against Winra. But Winra, I've noticed that every time Win came to round 2, round 3, that's going their way. They like to angle with that AWP pick, and Baza at the same time. Both T on the side, they want to get that angle. They want to control that early plant and just have that power to be dueling out. They say long distance, which is going to be charging you down. And this round of Eco might be a little bit of a different play coming from G's, because G's has something to lose. They come all the way from the back. The first one goes down, but it is still going to be the trade 2-2. They are going to get the extra, but you don't want to be losing any more than that, because this is going to be the AWP. 2 of them on deck. You lose the one, it's going to be okay, recoverable, but you lose the second one. That is 4,750 points that you're not going to be getting back.
Oh, the first one might be going down. Billy Dog and Lonely Duck picked up John, and now all of a sudden it's left on Bozza. How has this happened to Winra? They've had this round under lock, it seemed, and the pistols have come through. That Molotov, though, is a bit wide, and that could be really costly, but Billy Dog puts it down. And Winra, they threw everything into that round, money into the fire, burnt away. And an AWP over to the side of G's. They can even grab both if they want to. Dilly might stick to the AK. But a big round there and a huge one to drop for Winra. They have the money to reinvest, but so much cash, so much spent. That one's got to hurt.
Oh, man, that really did hurt. I did say, you invest 2 AWPs into this and you get stacked on a round of eco. It's just not enough firepower. That's something that you have to keep in mind for as we come into this. Logadot, he takes down Guns, and that was the AWP going down, being thrown, and Sad Lonely, he's here. Yom gets traded, but Sad Lonely, he sees everything else, he goes down, but not before he takes something with him. 3v2 situation. Winra's gonna get the plan. They're gonna get the play. This A is good. Meanwhile, hang on a second. Oh my god.
How does that not spread? Kuda somehow survives that. And now a 3v2, an opportunity here, but Kuda is about to be in a lot of trouble as Logadog grabs the first one. And now it's left in the 1v3. John all by his lonesome, holding off towards the far side there. That smoke is going to clear up that side towards that donut angle. It will stop John from, pushing that first one there. He gets one with the immediate trade. And G's find their 4th. They're starting strong on this CT side. And Winra, again, money. This is an interesting one, because if you invest into this one, it needs to come off, because you don't particularly have the full utility and buys you'd imagine coming through. And you can see there, they're not fully investing. Just pistols out for most of the players. Guns with that deagle and a couple of flashes. And I mean, if you want anyone getting any sort of weaponry, he's probably the man. And it's going to be Logadog spotting a lot towards mid. First finds one. He's got to be careful about this, though. And Bozza cakes him down, and that's the AWP available. Something to use here. Bozza grabs that as, we just had Guns as disconnected from the game. Perished into this world. Well, I was going to say Guns. There's actually someone else there. He finds the one, the Nebula, Lonely Dunk on the Bozza. But Guns, he's still doing work here. 2v2. They've lost a player as well. Through a connection fault, Dillydog finally shuts down Guns, but Kuda still with an opportunity here. That nade going up close. Not going to do much damage, unfortunately, and now his position's been revealed as Dillydog holds this angle. The flash going out. Bomb sitting down here. Kuda, no armor, no utility, no guns, and now he's being pushed out by that Molotov, trying to push towards Dillydong here. Find himself something, and both players are about to, Change positions, but Dilly holding this angle. Kuda will walk in to his crosshair. And 5-1. There's a timeout most likely going to come through here for Winra, you'd imagine. This is what happened. Oh, or maybe not come through.
Ooh.
I'm not sure. Oh, there we go.
There we go, yeah. I would have been surprised.
The match is paused. And, well, I'm not entirely sure what happened there. Hopefully, well, this... I feel like this happened last time where one of the players lost their power. Like, just, it went out. I really hope that it's not, like... If that's the case again, that would be absolutely devastating.
Yeah, definitely. Gosh. Oh, this Ancient it feels really, really bad. I feel like the players aren't well versed here on Ancient, so this is pretty much the biggest coin flip ever. So whoever's going to be on CT is going to have the advantage. We're trying a few things here and there. It's just not working out in their favor. And as we're waiting for Kuda or Zaboza to be rejoining, they are going to be coming back up. They get the deck on. They are still going to be angling towards that AWP play. I mean, I get it. Guns is superior when it comes to this. Gets the snipe trades, gets a really good plays. At the same time, he's going to be checked by Logadog at the same opposite side. I feel like the dueling potential of Winra is just that they're not smoking enough of the angles off when they go for a plant. They go in, they chuck the flashes, they chuck a few mollies, but nothing really comes into the mind when it comes to dousing your own flames and blocking off a corner so you can get a right peak. The timing is not enough just yet, and G's is taking full advantage of that, and of course the internet connection. So we will see what happens now, because Winra, they need to absolutely clutch out this next two.
Need to fight a few of these rounds. They're trying to put themselves in towards this one here. Guns getting up there with that orb. He was boosted. Can't quite hit the first shot though. They're pushing still in towards this B side. Trying to find stuff here, and Shan Orb is going to be big. If he holds this angle, if he sprays in towards this smoke, could be big. That Nebula takes down the bomb planner as all. Bomber falls. And John has managed to get in behind in this situation. Could find another one here, but he's shut down. Now Carl though, 1-2. Looking for a third as well. Left in the 1v2 situation. There's plenty of utility available. The bomb out in the open though. And that flash doesn't quite go through the gap. Only Dark holding that one down. They know where he's coming from right now. As the repositioning comes in. The bomb sitting towards that side. Carl trying to find Winruns here. The fake flash goes out. It grabs one. But the angle is being held from two sides, and Lonely Dark shuts it down. And a good attempt from Carl finds a 3k in the round, but it's not enough in the end. 6-1. And G's just on a roll right now, unfortunately for Winra. Again, it's the same thing that was happening the other one there. Close rounds. They don't bring home the bread and butter though. They don't bring home the big old Aldi meat packages going for $3.99 in the freezer section.
Oh no, what is happening? Oh god.
Well, I'm pretty sure what I just said just shut down your brain, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I pretty much lost it. That play was just the most rawest pick I've ever seen. So as we go through this, the bomb gets pulled down. There's a first clip. But like, oh, you gotta be feeling for it right there. Winra didn't have the angles. The whole team swung out on a tunnel, and they all get jammed in there. Nothing really to do with the with the shopping that they are potentially is gonna be experiencing. But yes, I completely agree with this timeout coming from Winra, whether it's to address the lag issue, also address their current understanding of how to execute, because it feels like when it came to this A play, they didn't have the necessities, they didn't have the right tools. And then when they came to the B, they just kept on taking unnecessary damage on the T side. Now, after 8 rounds, they only get the 1. There's the investment coming in, so they are going to be forced into a buy. Hopefully. Yep, okay, they are going to do it. But they need to consider a few things, because... whoa! Never mind.
Oh, that hurts. And
that's
there's
rough.
no time for a time. Like, that happened a second before it started.
Oh, he's back!
He's back, though. Carl has made his way in, and he is alive into this round, so thank the gods for that one. A deagle available for him as well, but Winra, they're trying to find themselves around here. And Dilly Dong's gone, what is happening right now? Players are dropping left, right, and center, not even from fights. The computers are just exploding. What is happening in the Riverina districts? Kuda grabs Blue Nebula. A 3v2 as G's is trying to keep this one held down towards B. The problem is Shan himself, they've got the B locked down. That's not where the bomb is heading. Currently going up towards this mid side, and John holding the angle. He'll put down Log Up as he falls, and it's all left on Shan. Making his way through T-spawn right now. The bomb going down on A. Does have a smoke available, but no flashes to really get into the side as Kuda plants that one down. Oh, it's still deciding where he wants to. It's almost like deciding your perfect picnic spot where you want to put the bomb, and he finally decides, yes, this is where I'll do it. And now Shan needs to find 3 kills as he makes his way up through that long area. So I'm going to go back in towards Donut right now and Guns. Well, they're walking technically next to each other, just on opposite sides of the wall. As Kuda holds towards the side. I mean, for Shan here, he's more looking for exits, I feel. He's not really attempting to push in too hard. And now, so one of the G's fellas is disconnected. Well, I mean, what on earth is going on right now? Everyone is just falling to pieces on this final map.
Oh, man.
It's interesting. Yeah, well, I'll be honest, I don't think I've seen this many disconnections in the game as Kuda also just dies to the bomb, not realizing that you can, in fact, lose HP from that certain position. Now the pause coming in for G's, a tactical one. And well, also, I guess, in this instance, one where they can get their teammate back. They would hope, at least.
Oh God. I can't anymore. I really can't. What is happening with Ancient? This map has just been breaking both teams, breaking the sides. We're right,
revealing the Ancient PC setups a few of these lads are having, perhaps. As Bozza returns, here he is. The man makes not Bozza. No, wait.
No. We're waiting.
Mind. I just saw Bozza hadn't had a buy, and I assumed that he'd joined back in.
You know what this reminds me of?
CT man.
This reminds me of good old-fashioned Aztec, you know, like some of the PCs, you just can't do it when you jump down, you know?
Well, it's like I think it's the new cache, bring back old cache, by the way, how it just really screws with people's setting stuff because the graphics are sort of set differently to a few other things. I don't know why that is, but it is. Bring back cache, bring back OG cache. Get my boy Cobblestone back to its former glory. I will never understand why they changed. I really will not.
Yeah, Cobble was nice. Cobble was actually really insane of a map. Now, removing it was, obviously a little bit of a tearjerker at that time. Everybody was still really into it. A lot of the teams, involved in picking that. And I don't know. Like, Ancient is quite interesting, where everyone just pretty much straight out banned. They realized there's, a massive disadvantage, especially when you hit the T side straight up. Too many angles that hasn't been worked out, and a lot of the smokes not hitting the correct angle as well. It's just not enough practice on both sides. And so, having that early play, having that early open gap onto Winra is really making this difficult. And of course, until we get the final player coming back in from G's, Winra has to really think and take this little bit of time that they can get in order to secure some more extra rounds.
As both teams just wait in anticipation for this man to come back. Where has he disappeared to? Where has he fallen off from? And will he come back in time? That's the thing here for G's. I mean, if he doesn't come back, 7-2, and then all of a sudden you'd probably have to say that might be game over. They might not win another round for the entirety of the game. Who knows? Who knows? There's so many questions up in the air right now. I want to see this end with a 5v5. It has to be. We've gone through this entire series. Both of these teams are given everything. It would be such a shame to see it end in this kind of note, but just at the moment, we haven't really heard about where this player has disappeared to, so hopefully it's nothing too ridiculous, and the freeze time pause is uncancelled, and this round is going to have to go ahead, unfortunately. G's are going to have to do it with the 4 players.
Oh, man.
The reason that why, of course, is because the match limit time that they can have for a complete pause of the game is 3 minutes. After that, the game has to be on pause and it has to go on. There's Dilly Dong. He's returned! He's alive!
Oh, let's go!
He's got a USP, but he's here! I saw his name pop up and I thought for a second, oh, maybe it was like his ghost, but it is. He's returned, but Guns, though, he's not worried about that. He's worried about kills and grabs the first one to Shandy. Shows just a bit of his shoulder, and that's all he needs to grab that one. And another one to Guns, a second on the Nebula. Lonely Duck will at least shut down Bozza and he pushed through mid, so that all these players are going to be back towards his B side, holding the ramp sides. There's Winra looking to pick up their third. We have the 5v5. So there's that much. And Logadog in a really awkward position there, but he finds one. He's looking for two. The Orb are holding that angle as Guns coming back from ramp, looking to find a few of these CTs. And he puts down Log up. 3 in the round for Guns. He's going to be flashed off that one, though, as Dilly Dong grabs that. Kuda is going to shut him down, though, and it's all left here on Sad Lonely Duck. He's pushing in with this M4A1S out, and he's got both players staring back at him. As Winra, they will find their third. It looks, well, you know, I'm not going to say anything too early considering what's happened so far, but it looks like we might have the 5v5, which is nice.
Yay! Yay! We got it. It's
round of applause.
We're gonna do this again. So Winra taking a little bit of advantage onto that one. This is a round of eco coming from G's. Now, this time they have enough AK utilities to deal with the whole situation. And once again, though, that is not good. 5 health left. He has to run away, and he has to save that AWP. Most of the people who's gonna be coming in, they are gonna take a few nice kills here. They're gonna go for the boost. At the same time, oh, never mind. They don't even need the boost. So thank you for the free gun.
Oh no, there's surely no way that this is happening. Carl now left in a 1v3, gets the first. Both the last CT players only have the pistols, and they're both towards his position. He manages to get the first Carl. He needed to go on that one, duck with his teammate, and Carl, he gets away with it in the end. Jeez, almost pull off the pistol round win. But Winra find their fourth. They're now just 3 rounds away from trying to even this one up as a full buy comes back in for G's.
Oh, goodness me. You can't give me those kind of heart attacks. So, like, yes, the AWP gets pulled down as well. It is another round of eco. 4 players goes down, almost losing the whole team right here. They are going to pick up their 4th. So now, geez, they just need to complete a full circle into this one, and they make it completely clear to Winra that they have the better angles and contestment. Meanwhile, wow, Yom, he sees everything. Here comes the Molly. It doesn't have anything else really to be investing in. So Blue Nebula goes down into a nice little bit of exchange, and he's going to be braving this. Oh my god, 2 beautiful kills coming for Winra.
Gun shuts it down towards that B site where the bomb is actually going towards A. As Carl coming in behind puts down Dilly Dong, and it's all left on the Shan. And also Lonely Duck. Gun's taken out of the equation here as Bozza puts the bomb down. Problem is here for Lonely Duck. He's so low on HP, and John already pushing that angle will shut him down. And now Shan. What can he do? Most likely we'll probably just look to save, you'd imagine. AK in hand. Only the flash available. Does have a kit, but you wouldn't imagine he's going to be doing too much there. As Bozza showing off one of the patented ancient smokes there. How to land that one at your feet perfectly. And Shan does grab Bozza. The smoke not working in his favour, unfortunately. And Winra will find their 5th. 7-5 after 12. Disconnects back and forth from both sides, but they've managed to find themselves an opportunity here. The T side, it's woken back up. It was 7-1 just 4 rounds ago. Geez, they're by again. Not going to be great, but Dilly Dong. Oh, the P90 buy. Now, if this is either going to be a rush through towards that A side, and that could mean either a very well-placed P90 kill, or it's just going to result in him dying immediately. One of the two, but look at this buy through. Jeez, they've just thrown everything out. The guns just everywhere. Mix and match sale going on right now, and you can already see Dilly Dong, he's made lots of, well, I was going to say he's made lots of progress. That's actually not him. In fact, he's the one that's barely moved. He's got the P90, but meanwhile, Logger holding this angle here. With Shan, Bozza tries to go in. He's going to go down, and John falls to Nebula as he's holding that one towards B side. But meanwhile, up through ramp comes Carl. The rest of his teammates pushing through. They should be able to get the bomb planted. They've already lost 2 players, though, and the flash, it just comes out in the nick of time. Carl will get tagged up heavily, but Logadog pushing on out, takes down Guns, and they're just shutting this one down, jeez. Logadog with 2. They lose just the 1 player. The bombs get defused, and they find their 8th. And keep themselves a 3-round advantage with 2 rounds to go in this half. This is still shaping as anyone's game right now, Em.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't even need to buy any silencers. They had better results on that one with the Negeefs from us and the P90s. They exchanged really well. They only lose the big boy Negeef. And now Winra comes with a desperate buy here. It's going to be shaped up all into 1. They have, well, 2 flashes, 2 volleys, and 2 smokes. They can get 1 sight. And they're going to start making the claim. That's going to be the reverse molly invested into both sides. They're going to get that push. A little bit of rotation has been forced onto this B. But it's still not enough because there's just so much utilities that they need to go through. So Blue Nebula gets that first one. There is the push onto him. He gets the re-angle. Carl in a great position. Meanwhile, he gets banged up and Carl comes up, gets a big massive kill. Gets traded. Not enough just yet. Guns, give me 1 more. Give me 1 more.
The Alligator's out in force here for Guns. He's looking to try and find a second in this round. He already gets big damage towards Lonely Ducks. Almost kills him off. Chandler holding that angle, and that's the bomb down. A big one there. The nade, it does land just a bit short as John going to try and get this refrag here, but it's going to be Sham with another one. And now Guns having to clutch up with this Alligator in hand. Doesn't check that first angle, though. His gun peeking on out. Lonely Duck shuts him down, and G's find their 9th. It looked a bit dicey there for Patches, but they get the job done. And now Winra, they'll throw everything they can to this last round. They're going to be a bit short on the utility side of things, but still should be full buys for most of their players. Bozza probably going to have to stick with that Deagle. Logger though, he's gone down. He's put himself away. Dropping himself out of the open and Logadog. That's why you buy a Dak to finish the first round just like that. Shuts down Guns and Bozza. And G's well on their way to getting the 10th round. And a 5-round advantage going into the second half. And Logger dog finding another one with a Dak. And all of a sudden, Cooter is left all by himself as Dilly Dong picks up John. I don't know if he's killed John too many times tonight, but that does rhyme rather well. Cooter trying to find what he can now. Logger's going to fall down. As Cooter backs his way back up, and Lonely Duck coming in from behind shuts him down. And geez, they find 10 imp. And a 5-round advantage. They need to find 6 rounds to win out this map and series. Winra need to find 11.
Oh, man. Everything's just coming out. Like, we've seen so many guns coming out from G's. I don't even know what to say. Like, they buy Negeef. They buy the Duck. And then, of course, on the side of Winra, I mean, they get the Alligator out as well. XM leading the way. This is a very crucial round. G's picks this one up, has the early guns, potentially making the play. Kuda gets that first one. Bozza into the second. Nice headshots coming through. They do a lot of exchanges, but the side of G's, they just not enough. They get 1 back. They get 2. They're going to equalize. They get 3. And that is going to be the dual equalize up. They both boost up. And Chance is going to win.
Both players so incredibly low now, though. And now John, 100 HP, an opportunity. Doesn't have a kit, but he's got every single chance to find these 2 kills. Both G's players, they're making their way around. They don't want to take this fight to begin with. And John just looking around, doesn't tap the bomb to begin with here. And Nebula, problem is now, do they look at these angles? And Johnny's just searching for everything here. The problem is he's only going to see 1. Now he's not sure where the other one is. And this bomb is already ticking down. Chan just needs to get him off just slightly, because if he does try and hold, he's going to be in trouble. He's not watching towards that angle. Doesn't quite take him down, but he's got no time. John, my man, looking to save. Well, they're just running at each other. Why are you trying to save a USP? I don't know, John. He dies to the bomb. Oh, that was an interesting end to the round as G's pick up the pistol. 11-5. Not what Rimwar are after. And the MAC-10 buy is coming through. Logadog's on the scout, but everyone else, the MAC-10 rushes looking like it's going to come to fruition. And the A side is where they're heading to.
Oh man, here comes the Mac without the cheese. They get the pickle here, so a scale picked up. 4 max, lots of utilities. They can quickly invest this one. Oh, Kuda, that nade is quite nice. They are gonna get the trade, but Kuda and Carl, they're gonna pick one up each. They're gonna try to run them down. They are gonna do it, but this Mac has just got the bullets on you. So they're gonna have the back. Oh my god, the potato! Give me the knife! If that's gonna be it.
Oh, we love that from Shan. What a way to end the round. He read it as well. He was reloading. His teammate was reloading. You know what? Bugger this. I can't shoot. Here's a knife. See you later, sunshine. Jeez, they pick it up. Had to invest a fair bit into it. And all credit to Winra with just their pistols. They do a fair bit of damage, but 12-5. And now Winra, their own buy coming through here. Jeez, looking to try and find 13. Give themselves an 8-round advantage. Full utility, pretty much full gun. Shan, oh, he forgot to buy a gun.
Oh.
Wagga drops his for him. That's gotta hurt. Carl holding close to for A4. Now a rifle is available. There's Dilly Dong here looking to get 2 here almost. John's almost shut down 36. That nade going up close, and that's going to land right on top of John. Dilly Dong gets 2. Nebula with a train back. Guns trying to shut this down, though. The M4A1S spray goes wild. Guns. This man just continues to deliver for Winra whenever they need him. And now Nebula in this fight, and Guns always turned away at the last second, but it's going to be the man here. Kuda is coming in from that side. And the G's boys get together, and they're going to be careful pushing through this smoke. He's going to be holding that angle. Guns. He continues to live. A chance to ace this and win out the round. Jeez, they look like they had it all set, all tied up. 40 seconds and counting. It all comes down to this duel. And Shan will get it. Try as he might there. It's just not enough for Guns. And Winra again, their economy is low. And geez, 13-5, building up their economy nicely on a few of their players. The fullback comes through and a timeout for Winra. They're running out of chances here, Imp.
Man. I mean, at this second, they might as well just be buying whatever they can, right? I mean, they can do the reverse onto what G's did to them. Buy from us, buy in the give, just buy whatever you can and just try to camp some nice, comfortable positions. It's rough when your economy doesn't follow that suit, especially when on the losing side. 13-5. It is a quick little bit of a play. Very, very close runs. Guns on the last one was looking to clearly ace and just get everything through. But yeah. Oh God.
I've got some bad news for the fellas typing in chat right now for G's. Amp has voices disabled, so chat on Facebook cannot see that, unfortunately.
What? Oh, yeah, the chat? Yeah, no, I've got to disable.
Logger Dog, I see your Twitch, bro. Chat doesn't, though. I'm the only man who's ever going to see that, unfortunately. The spam goes through. As Winra coming out of this timeout now. Looking to try and get themselves the 14th on the board. They're 3 away from closing out this series. Meanwhile, Winra just need to try and get themselves on the board to start this second half. They have yet to find a round. And these pistols, they're going pushing in early. And Guns is going to find the first immediate trade, though, there. That's the bomb down. Dilly Dong, the spray. He'll pick up 2. Carl will grab him, but Jan with the immediate trade back. And it's all left on to Kuda. Already down to 13. Shan finishes him off. They find their 14th. Winra with the bind coming through now, and well, now it has to come to, well, pretty much this is the problem here. They cannot afford to really drop rounds, but the double AWP setup is available here. The triple AWP setup.
Ah, yeah.
They've gone heavy invest.
Ah, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. When 2 doesn't work, you pick up 3. So John already making it work, takes that first one. You know, great position to be contending. Carl takes the other one. He is just going to get away. 12 health barely. Meanwhile, the 2 players here on G's is going to recover the bomb quickly. If they take out Carl and John, that is massive losses. Meanwhile, as we walk through the smoke, Boz is going to be coming in. He does see a target. He gets the... Oh... He gets a tag, not enough for a kill here. Yom on the other side sees that one. There is a tag, but not enough. He doesn't have the AWP. So now 2 AWP left on that side. They have to make it work. They have to just hold the one side with one AWP. Meanwhile, Scooter is going to be the one to work this one out. He's the only one with a rifle here. So here's the pick. But that pick was a little bit rough, so Bozza is going to take that nicely cleanly. Now it's up to Ducky. I don't know how he walked through that one, but
he just walked straight outside. It doesn't even matter. He's going to find one there. Bozza's quite low, but Kuda holding this angle should shut him down. I say that. 44 seconds. Ducks grab the bomb as well.
Oh.
Now starts to make his way towards that A side. Bozza going into check, and he's going to realise what's happening in this instance. Trades across for that AK. Where does Duck go? And he might need to start picking up the pace here, making his way through mid. The A side is where he'll be heading. 18 seconds and counting. He needs to get there and just plant the bomb at this stage. Kuda just on the angle off from the back. It all just comes down to timings at this point. And Duck will start getting the plan through, but Kuda starts pushing in. Who's going to spot each other first? On the left side, right? Oh, and Lonely Duck, he doesn't spot that one out. Kuda does, and Winra, they'll find it 14-6 now. This is going to wait in the defusers. The AWP is going to be picked up, making sure that they save at least one of those, considering 3 went into investment that time. They've got to make sure that they find one of them. Bozza will. And Kuda will be able to save across his AK there. But 1 round down. 10 more to go here for Winra. G's just need to find the 2. And another full bind coming out for them as well.
Okay, here we go. That was an expensive round on the side of Winra. They dropped 2 AWPs in order to secure it in a very close matchup. They only saved the 1. And now, here comes the Molly, potentially getting a little bit of position on where the information is going to go through G. So it depends on how they're going to be able to process this. I feel like currently that they are just trading inefficiently. But yeah, just like that, Guns should have had that locked down. Going for the 2-2 trade. Oh, that could be dangerous, but Kuda still gets taken down. They lock up this A side. They are going to quickly get the flank position out already. I like where Yom is going. They've already identified where Carl is, and Carl and Jong, they're now stuck. I mean, they see where the bomb is, and the problem is they can't get near it. They can't even defend it, and it's 15-6. It is going to be the match point of tonight, going to G's.
Match and series point. Right here, right now for the G's, boys, and Winra. They've shown so much in this series, but now need to find 9 on the trot to get this all the way to OT. I think a timeout was also called there from Winra, but it went a bit too late. They've scrounged together what they can for this buy. Carl taking some early damage, but John will grab that first one. The MP7 puts down Logger. That's the one they're after early. Lonely Duck, though, with the immediate trade back. And now the A side pretty much open here. I mean, Shan has gotten a lot of information. He's already gotten in very deep as well. So it all comes down to where these timings and who can get these angles. At the moment, the bomb will go down. You would see Guns gets one. Dilly Dong with the train back. Bakuda there into the 3v2 now. And Guns shuts down Nebula, and it's all left on the Dilly Dong. And he is nowhere near this bomb right now. Needs to start getting the spray through. 1, 2, looking for a third. Oh, Dilly Dong almost shuts it down completely. That might have been the series right there. It still could be. Has the angle held as Guns has to peek it back towards this now. The bomb continues to tick. He doesn't have a kit either. And all of a sudden, Dilly Dong, he might have just won this out. What a play from Dilly Dong. The 2 sprays. He holds him off. The defuse is coming through, but it's not enough. And Dilly Dong with a 3K to clutch. And G's are your lower bracket finals winners. 16-5 here on Ancient. They win the series 2-1. And they will be playing the final next week against Vague 7.
Oh, man. What a last-minute hero play. That wasn't supposed to go that way. Where Yom was supposed to be going, he got a beautiful lineup. They lined up everything for him, and he was able to take that kill. He was able to take that angle and just shoot straight down. And then when you come into any match point without a kit, there's just nothing you can do. Whether have utility, whether have a massive Staglamite right in front, and they say, okay, so, well, I'm going to be on that open. I'm going to be sitting on that bomb trying to do whatever I can in order to make this through. Please don't shoot me, right? And of course, Yom's not going to be the one to, abide by it. So, massive congratulations to the side of G's. They fought tooth and nail, and they finally got it through. And I have to say, Winra put up a massive fight, but this Ancient really split them apart. The team knowledge, the overall skill, and how they actually got the angles correct, you saw it. That last spicy Ancient really separated the both.
Yeah, unfortunately, it just didn't seem like they had much of an idea there, Winra, towards that T side to begin with. And so you needed those rounds early, and then on towards their CT side, they just never really had the utility and the money going their way for a lot of those rounds. Made it extremely difficult, but all credit goes to the guys over on the side of G's. They come out as winners, and they showed up on Ancient 16-5. After originally winning 16-11 on Mirage, they looked like they were going to shut it down Overpass before Winra rallied in their second half on CT, winning that one out 16-13. But I mean, yeah, just ended it pretty much the way they wanted to there at the end. And now, well, what do you do? What do you do if you are a Riverina fan? Well, I'll tell you what you can do. You probably go to bed and have a nice snooze. That's what I'd probably do. But you can book in the calendar because the final, it's locked in. The grand final, best of 3. It's going to be, of course, Vague 7 and G's in what should be an absolutely fantastic encounter. Vague 7 have not dropped a single map so far this tournament, and yet we still have not seen them live, Eb.
Yeah, we're saving the best for last.
Right? The best for last. Yeah, I guess that's one way to look at it.
That's right. So as we close up tonight, we also have to thank all the viewers and, of course, to everyone who competed tonight. Absolutely amazing of a series. We didn't think it was going to be going in all the way, pushing so intensely both sides. We had a wonderful Mirage opening, and then a very close overpass. And Ancient was just what CSGO was supposed to be back in the 90s. With that being said, we also have to give a massive shout out to all of our sponsors. So first one is going to be Chatime. When life is a bit make sure to go and buy yourself.
It's not very family friendly, Chatime.
Hey, look, we get it, we understand it. Make sure to go and try the peach oolong tea, and of course, all of their flavors is absolutely amazing. I think Chatime is one of the biggest things out there that people pretty much underestimate on just how big of a size and what they want to do and the commitment. So obviously they have over 120 Chatime tea breweries with a commitment to quality ingredients and mix-ins, and a flair for innovative flavors combinations to brew nothing but the very best iced tea. And of course, right now, with the bandana, we're also just helping out with the Cancer Foundation Youth. So make sure to go and participate. I'm going to be wearing this pretty much for all of my streaming casts throughout this week in order to get it. The link will be there coming up. So guys, if you can donate what you can, it is absolutely amazing. We're trying to hit a $5,000 goal. It is for a good cause, and I'm a big speaker for cancer, and especially when I hate it. We should nade it, burn it. We should do everything we can to shoot it out of the skies. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. After that, we do have everyone from Predator Gaming. Absolutely amazing products. Obviously, Predator are a gaming PC partner of the AEL. Conquer new worlds with Predator Gaming. Predator puts power and precision back into your hands and elevate your gaming experience in every way with quality and performance thanks to Predator. And I tell you what, I had a photo shoot with them not long ago. I tested the Helios 300. It is an absolute beast of a machine. We're able to play Destiny, we're able to play CS, able to play Valorant. 360 Hz is absolutely amazing. So if you're not gaming with it, you're absolutely doing yourself an injustice. And of course, we have AOC monitors. AOC monitors, alright. If you are viewing the AEL experience that's much better than PGL scuffed experience, it is time to go and check out an AOC monitor. They have an absolutely beautiful range in this monitor display technology for more than 50 years. AOC has delivered an exceptional viewing experience to millions of loyal customers worldwide, and today the company offers a wide selection of stylish monitors for home, office, or gaming. So guys, we're talking 144, we're talking 244, and of course, the big one, right? Get the big mama, get that out there. 1 ms refresh rate, it is absolutely amazing. And of course, one of our favorites right now is going to be Indomie Mega Rain. Right now, they do have a promotion, so you need to actually go into a local supermarket to go and buy an Indomie with the docker. Go to the website and sign in and take a, I think it was a selfie with your camera, and then you have to like enter by saying in the best 25 words what game it means to you in order to enter for some exclusive prices. So make sure to feed your game, try out their flavors today. They have 14 successful and absolutely amazing different products, so make sure to check out Indomie. Thank you for that. And of course, rig what it takes to win. If you don't have the best headset, if you don't have something right there that's going to be able to help you out when it comes to competing and anything else, then you're doing yourself an injustice. So guys, that's just going to be it. We thank every one of you today, and we absolutely love what you're doing for us. So please also follow at AU Esports League. I'm not sure what that's that's my CSGO sound in the end. Please do apologize. But yeah, follow my man at HazDaddySlim, because this man does a lot of dual casts with me. He streams, he does a lot of things. He is just an absolute amazing caster. So guys, it is twitch.tv
YouTube, big man, YouTube.
Oh, well, right there. So like twitch.tv/ HazDaddySlim, where the I is actually a 1. So make sure to go and follow him that, and also on his Twitter, twitch.tv/ HazDaddySlim. So yeah, go and follow my man. And also follow at AU Esports League across all of our social medias. That is Twitter, that is Instagram, that is Facebook, that is Discord, that is everything. So make sure to go and join into the next council events. Whew! Sorry, I had to get that.
That's right, Amp. That is 100% correct. And yeah, well, guys, hope you have a good night. Congratulations once again to guys over on G's, and we will see you same time, same place next week. Until then, though, have a good one, stay safe, and well, it's a bit early, but enjoy the weekend.
Yep.
It's only 3 days away. May as well start drinking now.
Why not, right? Alright guys, that's gonna be it for us. Please stay safe, and we'll see you next time. GG. Peace out.